Just a quick thing. The South American goddess is currently casting for someone to be a love interest in her video. And that's men across the globe. So anybody wants to be in her video.
Who's that?
Amanda Negra.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Amanda, I was there first. Nia, when I see her,
I'm
alone.
Yeah. I know a couple of guys that will do well for that.
But the other question I was going to ask, has anybody taken one for the team?
What do you mean?
As in, seen the ugly chick and said, right, I'm going to back you.
I've taken one, but there was no team. I just took it.
I was about to say the same thing as Stan, boy.
I just took it.
There was no team. I don't know what.
I was going through some stuff, boy. Let me tell you how deep it was. Let me tell you how deep this one was. Yeah,
there was no reason. You know when the man's running the football field, like there's no reason for you to be on the field.
Let me tell you how deep this one was. Yeah, let me tell you how deep this one was. So, I had a girl.
Can we just establish? He started off with so. I had a girl. Yes. Yaga, yosh. Welcome to the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. This is episode 66. I am Stavros Bus, and in the room with me, we have a fine selection of chocolate gentlemen.
How different was that from his usual intros?
I went back to the normal thing. That's what I just said. I can't think of something else. For those of you wondering what's going on, I started recording again because I messed up the first time. So, who you just heard was the actor.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, the actor. Are you not waiting for monologue, innit?
Yeah. Shit. Do what you want to do, innit?
Shit. I made a promise, didn't I?
You promise you can stop that promise if you want, boy.
No, let go around and I'll come back again.
And we have Simple Simon.
Yes. Simple Simon's in the building. Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes in the building, sometimes not.
Yeah. Okay, and we have Mr. Wolf.
Forest birds are seldom adept at flying on grasslands. Forest birds are seldom adept at flying on grasslands. No one knows it all. We are differently endowed.
I'm going to pretend like I got that the first time around.
Big up to the short dick people out there. And we have Big Wahala.
What's good, people?
I like the way he lined that up in front of you, bruv.
I don't know if
I ain't talking about him.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
bro.
but it was ambiguously done.
I just didn't know where it came from.
We are all differently endowed.
I wasn't paying attention to Mr. Wolf.
I know. I knew it. I knew anyone that didn't get the joke was not paying any mind to Mr. Wolf.
I hardly listen to any of you like something we're talking, man. That's why I cut over you. Anyway, what's going on, people?
How's everything going? How's everyone's week? I've had a bad toothache, so if I start crying halfway through the podcast, if you hear some tears, you know that's what it is.
Well, you know what happens if you cry on the podcast, innit? You know what we sing after that, innit? Your theme tune of
this season,
the sensitivity one.
You need a man with sensitivity,
a man like me. You know what? That's the best singing we do ever. You know, it's harmonized and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
We're very proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the type of man that will wear like a silk
pajama?
Yeah.
Blouse.
No, I'm not.
I was gonna call it a lingerie, but I didn't know if that was correct terminology for the man there.
That's Prince that would wear a blouse,
like a robe. I can see you be the type of man that will come out in a silk robe, singing them tunes there, barefoot.
With the scarf, with the cravat around his neck,
with Prince's high heels.
No, I don't even think he'll come with the high heels. He'll come barefoot. He's a proper athlete. He'll come barefoot.
Dry barefoot and a cravat.
Come out the room just singing them tunes there, boy.
So hold on, are you people saying that because sensitive is cool, but are you saying I'm sensitive or feminine?
Both.
I'm saying that you're sensitive. I won't say you're feminine.
What is a clitoris?
It's a sensitive part of a woman's body.
Of a woman's body.
Yeah,
so
but you're a bit of both.
I don't know. I don't
see myself as feminine.
I don't think it's feminine.
Nah. Best of both.
No.
I don't think it's feminine.
Oh, 50-50. 50-50, bruh.
I don't think that's
I can take I can take sensitive.
Are you call a
sensitive.
friend? Do you call a friend?
No, I can take. I'm a
Call
sensitive
a
person.
friend.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
I don't think he's feminine. I think
Nah,
he's
he's
sensitive.
not feminine. He's just sensitive.
I think the most feminine person here is probably Webslinger.
What?
Yes.
Why is this?
Your hair is curly, bro. Right now.
That doesn't make me feminine because my hair is curly.
I don't know. I just think that
It's one of these two, innit? It's the two that called me feminine is the most feminine on the table.
I don't think that Mr. Wolf is feminine.
What makes you say Mr. Wolf?
The one that wants to preen himself, yeah?
Who?
He's the type of person, preen himself. He's the type of person to say, I'm not going out tonight. I don't look good enough.
Okay, fair enough. Yes. Oh, remember the time that we was doing the video and he said he wasn't in the zone?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
are,
ready
yeah.
yet.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay,
Yeah, you are a bit
Yeah,
feminine.
but that was
Yeah,
mentally,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I was pissed off.
I'll be honest with you,
guys
though,
pissed me
the
off.
way you moved your hand over your face,
Yeah.
though, that's the bit that kind of.
I don't look right.
That was you can't see me.
My
You get
eyelashes
me?
aren't done.
Is it a problem if a man's got a little bit of feminine vibe about him?
No, it's just
Women will say that they want that, and if they have that kind of man as their man, they'll get rid of him.
a little bit. Because you definitely have a little bit.
A little bit of what?
Feminine energy.
Whatever, man.
Same as
talking
Wahala.
about?
This is why he discusses things. Women like what he says better than how I put it. For instance,
I discuss women better than how
You
you.
need
put it.
you put things in a way that because you can identify with a woman better than I can, you can put things in a way that they identify
That's
with
Wahala,
and
right?
understand. This
You're
is
talking about
Wahala.
I don't know.
And-
I don't know if that's the case. I just think you just don't care. You can you word things better than me most times, but you just decide that you want to not word it that way because you don't care.
No,
And at times I believe you actually want a reaction. You're a troll.
Well, like a real life troll.
Underneath the bridge, yes.
What in looks? in looks as well as action.
No, but he's a troll. He's a troll. He at times will do stuff. Not seriously, like if you're having a serious discussion, but he is a troll. Like especially online, he's an actual troll.
You can't bust a joke. Once in a while.
I was a troll as well.
You're an
Two of you are
invoker.
trolls.
You're an invoker. You invoke.
Sometimes, yeah, but I'll just see that as busting a bit of joke sometimes.
Yeah, but it's trolling though.
Hang on. Did you just call me a troll?
You are blatantly a troll.
Wow.
Bro,
You are.
You're the one that went to the Jamaican. That's half Jamaican yourself and said Jamaicans only do it because they leave
The other day, somebody was talking about their land or whatever or something in their house, and simple just came and says, "What, the cocaine on your land is yours?" Then doesn't know the man. He's a troll. He's a troll. He's always trolling on online.
I actually who's that the leader or the ex-leader of that far right party in the UK? Tommy Robinson or something.
Yeah.
So he got banned from Twitter,
Mm.
and there was a big hoo-ha about because I saw his name on the trending thing. I clicked on it and I see he's been banned, and he had all the far right people saying, "How dare you ban him? This is it's a mark against free speech. All he does is say what's true." And then I saw one tweet where one person said something like, "Everybody I'm loving seeing all these tweets. Everyone that responds unto this follow each other, so we know who our allies are," kind of thing. So I went there and I put one ambiguous thing, but if you read the thing properly, you'd see I'm cussing the people there, yeah. But if you just skip through it and just was following everyone, then you would just follow me as well, because my profile is not a black person or white person; it's just an avatar of an image. So you don't know who I am, and it's Stavros. So as far as they're concerned, there's no black Stavros. So then I've had these far right people now start following me. These people who like Britain first and all that stuff in after their name, and it's like
Britain first on this dick.
Did you? Good grief! where did that come from? Are you talking about me?
I just about to throw it out there, boy.
So
Some suppressed feelings there.
I was like, look at these people, man. You're not even reading what you're so dunce. But anyways,
So hang on. Did you just confess to being a coon?
No, I did not.
They think you're Ainsley Harriet. That's why they expect you to make jollof rice the same way.
That wasn't Ainsley Harriet video, was it?
I don't know.
CBeebies.
It was a CBeebies video, and they posted it. Did you two man see it?
I didn't see it.
I'll have to put it in the group.
Man.
They did jollof.
They butchered it, man.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh my days! But this is children. This is how you do jollof. So they're even trying to teach them from young. This is how you know that the white supremacists are trying to get to our people from early.
Yeah, they just mixed it with tomato sauce.
Nah, they did something different.
No, it's not even lying. They took the tin of tomatoes, yeah, and they poured it in a bowl. Sorry, they strained it. So they put the juice of the tin tomatoes in one
I
bowl.
don't even want to hear anymore.
And in fact, the first thing was get a bag of 1K of basmati rice. And I said,
They done messed up
I
from
said
the
it
start.
started from here.
but we can. I am fully saying that
yeah.
you can make jollof rice with basmati.
Yes.
That's not the biggest deal.
But then
It's
they,
the
they
way
wanna,
that these people
they,
make it.
So they strain the tomatoes from the tomato juice and they put them in separate bowls. Now the bowl that had the juice in it now, they put the rice in it. They chopped up all manner of vegetables in it. They yes, like big veg.
Stop making it long, man. What did they
tossed
do?
it in there. They actually put some of the correct ingredients in it. So they put pepper and they put salt and they put tomato puree. But they just put it in this thing. And you said, okay, what are they doing here? Then they put some. I don't know why they didn't do it in the first place. They took the tomatoes that they had that they strained out and then just dumped it back on top. And then they covered it. Put it in the oven. Put it in the oven.
I'm gonna make jollof, you know. I'm gonna make jollof. They put it in the oven. Oh man. Isn't that like risotto or whatever they call it?
You're joking,
Isn't that like
bro.
risotto or whatever these?
No way. They put rice in the oven and called it jollof.
Bro, let me say, they didn't cook the rice first, you know.
God,
It's not
that's
like let's
what
cook
I'm
the
saying.
rice
They didn't
and then
half-
put it in the oven.
No half cooking.
Let's just put it in the oven and leave it there for 20 and ask mommy or daddy to help you take it out of the...
Did they do? Did
But
they
they
do
can't
the
really.
one?
They can't really tell the children to go and burn up the fire.
But did they do the one? Here's one I made earlier.
No.
And bring one out. There.
No. Because it's a YouTube clip
It's
or
a
a video clip in
YouTube,
it,
you
so
know
they
that-
don't
you
need to
know
do
that
that.
point of view clip that they do for the chef. So you just have the ingredients going in the bowl, and then they got the graphics with the ingredients. Like it's one of them ones.
Rav, I went to 805 the other day. I took a couple of my people to 805. So I took some non-Nigerians. So I went with one other Nigerian, 2 Asians, and a white boy. We went to 805 to eat. Yeah. So
Hold on, you
It
went
will
to
always be a white boy.
Hold on, what, you took work colleagues or something?
No.
these are my ex work colleagues, my good people. They're my good people.
But what I'm saying,
colleagues.
to you is that he's been an ambassador for Nigerian cuisine here.
Yeah, no, because we go out.
Oh, he's socializing.
We go out regularly, like every 3-4 months. We might go out to eat. So big up the old crew from work. So we go out to eat quite often. Not quite often actually, but let's say about every 3-4 months.
Yeah.
We'll go out to get something to eat. So usually we'll go somewhere where, because they like food, I like food, and we like junk food. So we're looking like diners and stuff like that. That's what we usually go and get something to eat. So we'll go to like one of those, you know, those Asian diners where they'll do like triple burgers and all of this stuff.
You all fat.
No, I'm the only fat. Well, me and there's 2 of us.
Are you all fat?
There's 2
You're
of us. at
like
lunch.
Jekyll J, innit?
What's that got to do? You like it. You like that nonsense. We might as well like to say he will eat the most clean something. What are you eating now? Crisps.
Yeah, I'm eating. And
Exactly. Well, shut up then, innit? You're eating just as bad as the rest of us. You're there trying to make...
I'm just asking if
Anyway,
everybody's fat. you know.
no, they're not.
Dine
So
burgers
we
and
go
stuff.
to go and eat. In fact, the one that eats the worst is the most skinny of us all, which is the most confusing. But anyway, so we went to go and eat. You actually listen to the podcast, by the way. So we went to go and eat.
Big up.
The 805. I told you, man, anyway, because I called you to ask you which one was the correct fish for them lot to eat. All right.
Oh yeah.
But the thing that was confusing me is that they was bringing out the jollof rice, which is all well and good, but they were putting that garnish on the top. Why?
That was perfect.
Like, why were they putting garnish on the top? Like, what were they doing? I was thinking, what is this reason for you to dress it like this? And I was thinking, are we supposed to eat this now with the jollof rice? Because I was confused because I was like, I had to tell them this. They don't cook it with this. I don't know what. I don't know what this bit is that they put on the top. But we chopped well. They enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed the food, which
What
was
garnish
good.
was it? Just some green thing.
Yeah,
There's
like
probably
a
some,
rosemary or
parsley
parsley.
or
That's
something
the thing, it was parsley. And I'm like, why are you wasting parsley for? No Nigerian here wants parsley on their food. I was wondering whether it's just us that they put it on there because there's something for you. And they just decided to put it. What was making me laugh is that when we went to go and get the
Listen, they said table 6, moi moi, stew chicken, table 7, oyinbo jollof, and it's like they know.
Oh, parsley.
Bring out the parsley.
Parsley.
They got one
What
tub
we-
on the top just to bring out some
we
parsley.
ordered suya in it. So we ordered beef suya and we ordered chicken suya. So we went to the man. Yeah, so I was ordering in it. So I said, can I get 2 chicken suyas? And then he looked at the oyinbo one and said, it's very hot.
Exactly. That's oyinbo suya.
Are you sure you wanted hot? Then we said 1 mild, didn't it? 1 hot. So we got the hot food, blah, blah, blah. And then when we wanted to get the fish, right, one of my boys wanted the fish in it. He was just saying to him, this fish is hot. Even me, I was like, this fish is hot. And then, because you know, if anyone that's eating at 805, the fish that they bring you is a whole fish.
Yes.
And it's like a shark that they bring you as well. Like I said, that's how big the fish is. But he didn't know, innit? So he was like, I'm gonna get a fish. I'm gonna get a jollof rice, and then I want chips.
He ain't gonna be able to finish all of that.
Me and the waiter both looked at him and said,
Chips.
"You don't want chips." He said, "No." He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You don't want the chips. You'll be fine with just that." He was like, "All right, cool." When he saw the fish, his eyes were like, "Wow." He finished it though. I rate him. He got through it, but he didn't understand that they brought out a whole fish. I think they thought it was Nemo that was coming. That there was that small.
No, because normally when you get fish at other restaurants, they normally cut you a fillet.
Yeah,
kind
this
of
was
thing.
a whole.
You don't
fish
get rooted to the tutor.
I went to what's this place called? This other diner, the one Million Carter.
Million cars. Yeah.
Million and Kata.
I like that, man.
And they do a fish.
That's like the pub one, isn't it?
I got a fish,
that's
and their fish was a reasonable size. It wasn't big, it wasn't small, but it was pretty good. But when you compare it to 805, I was at 805 in the same week that Wahala was at, and I got myself a fish, and it was wholesome. I always recommend 805. The only thing that we discussed on the phone is that these people are now extremely pricey.
Yeah, they're very expensive now, man.
They're
Listen,
listen.
sell chips for £5.
Chips are £5. The fish £18.
The
You
fish
got
I can
the,
say is probably worth it though.
The
whole fish,
what's the suya
Yeah,
is going for
£12,
12.
£13.
Yeah,
For the suya.
And they
Yeah.
made the portion smaller as well for the suya. Anyway, I know.
but
that.
all in all, other than the suya, everything is well proportioned.
Yeah, everything is all right. The gizzard that I had that day wasn't the best gizzard I've had though.
Gizzard.
Gizzard
I
or
took gizzard,
lizard.
mate. I went
or
and
whatever
bought
you
gizzard
have.
there. No long thing, man. I couldn't deal with all of the what do they call ekele? What's when they call like the pounded yam? Okele. It's like a proper word for it. All of the ones they use okele. I think they call it
I
anyway.
can't remember.
Okele, I think it is anyway. I couldn't really deal with that, boy. Could not deal with that today. So I just said, look, let me just get a rice. I said to them, man, don't get too adventurous in it. So they're still with chicken.
Why,
and rice.
man?
Nah, you need to let them
Let
go
them
for
go
level,
first.
bruv.
They have to go home.
What does that mean?
Me and my other boy, and the Nigerian guy, I said to him, are you getting paddy guy? Because I ain't drive. I need to go home. That was the exact way that he actually responded.
As in that he will sleep.
He will sleep there on the thing. He's like, I can't back it. But even
Remember,
now,
because remember when I took my barber shop there, a couple man had pounded yam, and a couple man had the meat pepper soup. You know, nice and hot.
yeah, that's
and,
not
you
all
know.
right. That's not gonna stop
And
you from getting home.
Yeah, but listen,
pounded yam can stop you from
pounded
getting
yam,
home.
man. You get me?
That
Let
can
them
stop you
dig
from
in.
getting
They
home,
had
bro.
it with F4, and the other one had it with
Pounded yam don't stop me.
You know-
okra stew.
Panda yam don't stop me either.
It don't stop me. You know,
You know when we used to play football in the evening?
You would
I
eat
used to.
before.
I would eat pounded yam 2 hours before and then come and play.
You're
football.
from the village, though.
What does that
That
mean?
means that you're built for this type of behavior. You're a worker, innit?
Friend-
You're a worker village.
I went to see Nigeria play Serbia,
Did you?
and we
You
lost.
changed the subject when I was trying to talk on the same subject. You overlapped me to change the subjects as well.
Bruv, go ahead, man.
But- Go on.
We change subject all the time. But
Okay,
go on.
yeah, talk about your thing just one momentarily. A friend of the podcast, Charmania, I invited her to come on the podcast a few weeks ago,
I
Yeah.
like her
and
on the
her
podcast.
and her excuse was, no, I'm about to eat pounded yam. So, like, it'll be finished before you finish your food. Wait, it's like, no. Once I finish the pounded yam, I'm also finished. I can't go out. That was it. It's like, I'll be finished. She was like, why are you asking me stupid questions? Of course, once I've pounded yam, I can't leave the house after that, can I? It's like,
No, but she's got that. No, she's got that slender body in it.
That's got nothing to do with it, man.
No. I think it differentiates with the type of makeup that you have. Like we have Simple Simon. If he has pounded yam, he's ready to go, innit? There's some people who have pounded yam and they're ready to not go anywhere.
But I'm not dealing with
I think I'm in between, man. There's sometimes when I have it and I can go and do my business, and other times when I'm chilling and I'm ready to sleep.
Sorry, on the topic of pounded yam, my dad makes soups in it, and he's
hold on, have you all understood how he sounds the sweetest now on the mic?
What do you mean?
After you've EQ'd yourself all nicely.
No, but I can change the distance that the mic is.
Okay,
from my
I'll
mouth.
continue anyways.
You know what I'm
Continue, but
saying? So anyway, my dad he makes soups and that,
sweet boy.
and he's getting
That sounds jealous.
I'm jealous.
This one is trying to get me back for something. I don't even know what I did to him, man. He's been gunning me since he walked in.
He's still upset about the monologues, isn't
Since
it?
he
I'm
walked
not
in,
even upset
no,
about
because
that,
he's
you know.
aiming
I'm
at
all
me,
good.
man. This is about the fifth shot he's giving me. I'm not gonna rise to it.
Why is it when people are getting shots, they're getting upset about it now?
I don't know, bro.
Sorry. Continue, my man. Sorry.
Yeah, so he's getting a bit bougie with the soup now, innit? So the other day, he made okra soup. Why was there kale in it, bruv?
Wow, that's getting healthy.
Yeah,
Kale and okra soup.
Kale.
kale in it, and you know what?
They put kale
You
in
know
everything.
what?
But
I'm
did
a,
that use with
I'm
all
a
kale,
traditionalist, yeah. I don't like these ingredients and stuff to change, yeah. But I tell you what, it banged, bruv. The kale in the okra soup banged.
Look,
I was like,
maybe-
my days, what's this?
Maybe it's time to branch out and experiment with new things
Well,
in traditional dishes.
Well, from the time we started
Trust me.
doing them jollof couscous, people was doing that bulgur
I
jollof.
prefer bulgur jollof,
Jollof, yeah.
to normal jollof.
I can agree there.
You know, I'm not human.
No,
It's very nice.
You're not human beings.
It's very nice.
I
You
like
should,
bulgur
try-
jollof.
Try it out
and
there.
I know it, and I make it very well, but you're not human beings if you think that's better than normal jollof.
Oh my.
But then you live like Ghanaian.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
It's all good. So, Mr. Wolf, you and your football.
Nah, I was just part of my week, and he was asking people what they'd done in the week. I went to 805, also branched out to Barnet's football ground to watch the national team play. Bear in mind that Nigeria had beaten Poland a few days before that, and a couple of months prior to that, we beat Argentina with Messi in the team, beat them 4-2, and then we go and lose to bloody Serbia, which was, you know,
It was all the racial abuse.
that
They
kinda
could, they
pissed
could
me
take
off.
it.
Yeah, but look at Poland, man. Same,
Was Serbia armed?
Yeah, but Poland are just white Nigerians, isn't it?
Boy, I don't know about that. Boy.
Did you just say Poland and white Nigeria?
I
Yeah,
don't
of course
know
they
about
are.
that, man. Nah, bro.
Have you been to Turkey?
Yeah, I've been to Turkey.
Is that not just like Nigeria? What Nigeria would be if it was a little bit more industrialized?
No, yeah, no.
That's what when I was in Istanbul, I was like, this is just Nigeria in 40 years' time, you know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
And today, I went to see Crystal Palace versus Liverpool.
You've been about this week, innit?
Yeah, and it was a good game. Took the little man down.
Benteke
there.
is
And
a
it was
foolishness.
proper things. We won the game. We came from behind, and yours truly was seen on TV.
Oh, did you? I didn't
I
see
got
it.
fantastic seats. I was right at the front, right in the middle of the pitch, and the cameraman was on us, and I was doing my bits. I even done a little Wakanda Forever. But
I didn't see
I don't think they caught that.
I
but
didn't see you,
I
bro.
got maybe about 15 to 20 messages with a picture of me on TV.
Make sure you send it to me because I watched the game. I didn't see you though,
Yeah,
but I didn't watch all of it.
was you there at the beginning?
Nah.
Yeah,
I, was,
because that's just at the
I,
beginning.
I saw enough to see Benteke do a foolishness.
Yeah, he's a foolish.
I don't know.
I'm so happy that he.
So what?
got
Man's on
sold.
TV now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to
Man's
be
about,
like
innit? He's about.
I'm trying to be like my man, innit?
I hear you.
Anybody else got anything for the week?
No, let's go, man. Let's get into topics.
Don't say no for everybody else.
Don't speak for everybody else.
And then the people be like, "Why is it rolling for so long? Come on, man."
No, actually, I went to a film screening.
Oh god.
No, I want to ask I want to ask a question. So this might spark a debate. So I was at this film screening. It was about knife crime. It was a story on a guy, a half Nigerian boy that got stabbed, and it was a story of his recollection of the event. And after the screening, there was Q&As, and this white woman said, "I feel bad for being white watching this." And then she went on to say that they were talking about the hierarchy of people. And she goes, "There are white men, white women, and then alternative minorities." I didn't understand what alternative minorities
Alternative
mean.
or alternate?
No, alternative minorities.
Maybe she.
Carry
Excuse me.
on.
Now, when I heard that, I was a little bit taken aback. So I want to know what all you lot think about that. What she said.
I don't care.
It's factually inaccurate.
When you talk about the hierarchy of command, yeah, as in the people that run the country or the nation,
The hierarchy of people.
That's not the
So
bit you're-
white men,
the
white
powers
women.
that be.
Is that the bit that you're questioning? The fact that white men and white women are on top?
No, the alternative minorities.
The fact that they use the word alternative. I get what she means, so let's leave it at that.
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
Unless she was going out of her way to be offensive, I get what she meant. That
She just used the wrong word.
miscellaneous. It's like there's white people at the top and you miscellaneous people underneath us.
She didn't really, because in the end, as a white person, you could say that white people are at the top and the white me at the top, but then you start saying to people there where the Asians are on top of the blacks and the
Yeah.
black, then people will be like, what are you saying? Blah, blah, blah. People are happy to say that the whites are on top of you because everybody understands white supremacy, blah, blah, blah. But you can't then go and say, well, the Asians are kind of on top of you blacks, aren't they? Because she'll be like,
Exactly.
black people will be like, well, what's that supposed to
Yeah,
mean?
she was quite diplomatic actually, if you put it that way.
She just said it in the wrong way.
But- Can
But
I?
when she
I'm
said
not backing her though, because I don't know about.
But when she said minorities, what did she mean by that? Minority as in...
There we go.
ethnic minorities, innit? That's what they call them, innit?
Yeah, but we're not ethnic minorities. They're
In
more-
this
But that's
country
what they
we are.
call them, ethnic minorities.
In this
That's what they
country,
call it. Why are
we
you
are ethnic minorities.
Like, why are we digging into something that we don't dig? They call blacks, Asians, Chinese, all types of whatever.
If you're not
Asian,
white,
whatever.
you're a minority.
BAME, black and minority ethnic, yeah? Is that what
Yeah.
the BA?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
And they notice they put the black by itself, you know. Blacks and alternative ethics. So, all right, branching off from that, when Black Panther came out, you had white people saying, don't go and watch this film when it comes out, like in the beginning. Give it a few weeks and let the black people enjoy it themselves. Don't impose yourselves on these black audiences.
That's foolishness.
Is that what they were saying?
Some super left liberal white people were saying, I don't want to impose myself on the audience for black people. That you have this moment, let you have this moment by yourself, and I'll watch it like on a matinee, 2 weeks down the line.
See, I want to call it condescending.
Of course it is.
No, I want to call it condescending, but there's stupid blacks out there that will say, yeah, that's what they should do. That's what they should do because they should. So, what do you want me to do?
It's our film, innit? It's ours. You can't have it.
That is as much as I want to call it condescending. There are blacks that would agree with them and say, yeah, that's the right thing they should do. I think it's stupid. Go watch the film whenever you want to watch the film. Nobody's asking you that you should watch the film. Don't come in no foolishness after chatting your rubbish.
Listen, if I was white, I would have no guilt. None of this. Oh, I feel guilty watching this film. Let blacks have Black Panther. I'll be there in the middle of Black Panther, boy, popping my popcorn like Michael Jackson. I would have no white guilt because it's all I can do is benefit from what I have, and I'll benefit from what I have.
So that brings me on to a good question, actually.
One.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Yeah. If you could make a decision that would reverse the situation, so your action starts off the course of not reverse slavery, but let's just say that black people were in a position to put white people into slavery for X amount of years, for them to understand our point of view, because we've been tired of having to say it in so many different ways. If you had the option to be able to do that, like your decision starts that process off, would you do it?
Yes.
What benefit do I get from it?
Huh?
What benefit do I get from it outside of
at the end of it?
Them being
they really do understand and stop the fuckery.
How long would the slavery be? 400 years.
No. Over that long.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
Because that makes you the same as them. And you're saying that there's something wrong with them, so then why would you do the same thing?
Interesting.
I'm not saying there's something wrong with them.
What? So it was right to enslave?
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying there's something wrong with you. You're doing. I always say that you do stuff for your own people. Now, the way you may decide to do it and the way that person may decide to do it is different. But if you're trying to do stuff for your own people, or you're there taking advantage of, if people take advantage of other people, that's what they do. It's always your job to stop them from doing it.
Okay.
But so continue your thing.
No, that's it. That was
Yeah,
my
but
question.
okay, I don't see any benefit in doing that. For me to have, there would need to be some sort of benefit outside of just, you understand our plight now.
Yeah, but
that
at end of it, we then lose the system of oppression that we have now.
No. Well, that's a whole different thing. If you're saying that if after, let's say, 10 years of, or a generation, 60, 70 years of some sort of flipped kind of slavery, and then at the end of that, there's harmony in the world, then I'll do that, because at the end of after I'm dead, my child will live in a harmonious world. I'll just do that because just looking at it logically, taking out all emotion. If somebody said, well, if you could put a certain people through 70 years of hardship, and then for I don't know how many years after that, but for decades and decades or hundreds of years after that, there'll be harmony, then I'd say, all right, fair enough, so be it. But
what if it was your own people?
Then I'd have to think about it a bit more. But really, if I want to be hard back about it, because then I have to look at me and my child and you and your children's. Then I'm like, am I going to put them through that pain for the stuff at the end? Because I can live in the world I'm in now. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm living blessed, and the people around me are living blessed. My family more or less are living blessed. So am I going to put them through all of that to save everybody else?
Blessed, it's not.
I see you as blessed, man. We're blessed.
Right.
I am blessed.
Listen, man.
We're blessed, man.
If we get to
blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed.
When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed.
So blessed.
I'm sure they're killing some form of homosexual or something straight after that lyric.
Bonfire blessed.
No, we are blessed though.
Yeah, we get to wake up in
Health-
the morning
health
and
is
taking a
wealth.
breath. We're blessed.
You get me? We're here. We got roof over our head,
No,
clothes on our back, and food on
That
us.
statement was humbling, Stav. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
It was humbling. Nice one. It was
No, you
humbling.
did one good thing right today. Steve.
I don't see the point of putting people through racism again, man. But I mean, slavery. I don't know if I want to be that person that puts another whole people then through slavery. But then, as Steph said, if it comes to the end and it does make a harmonious world later, then potentially I might do it. But then I just don't want to be like them.
The thing is, it would be a question of if it's a level of understanding, having white people understand everything we go through, but because it goes on to a different scale.
I don't care if they understand.
Neither do I. I don't get all this.
But why would you do it then? Why would you put them
Like
in?
I said, I wouldn't do it for that reason. When he said that there'll be harmony at the end because of the understanding, I said, okay, cool.
I think that's our biggest problem now. We're too busy caring about what they care about, what they don't care about, instead of just doing what we're doing.
I think an example of someone who does care and understand is Jane Elliott. And if white people have fielded her kind of mentality, then I think it'll be a big difference.
Who's
So
Jane
for me,
Elliott?
Jane Elliott, she's an activist, isn't she? She's an activist and a teacher, somebody who was taught.
Is that woman that you always see in the videos?
The little
American
white woman.
Yeah.
The grey-haired one and talks
Grey-haired
about the colour of your eyes.
She's making money off the black people.
Well,
For those of you who
put it
don't
that way,
know,
but
a good question she does is when she has an audience of, it's usually a white,
I don't believe that, by the way. I
a
just
white
said it.
audience,
okay.
and she says, she's talking about how racist. Do you believe in racism? And everyone like, no. Do you believe that people are this way and things are harder for them? No. He said, okay, then all you white people that have just said this and this, if you would happily trade person with the hierarchy of a black with a black person, stand up, and nobody ever stands up. And she's like, exactly.
She's done a few experiments in the late 70s and early 80s. And you can find them on YouTube. They're very, very interesting. She basically, as Stephon says, tries to make people understand their privilege and what we have to go through. And the experiments, trust me, are eye-opening to say the least.
It's forced empathy, isn't it?
And when you hear her talk, even to this day, she's still alive. The woman talks the truth, man. She doesn't hold back.
Yeah, she's just an honest person, basically.
Very much.
That's it, isn't it?
But that's not always the case.
Sometimes
you ask a white person about their privilege and white supremacy, they'll look at you like,
but they don't know.
But ultimately, we don't really want. We just want somebody to be honest, innit? That's all we're looking for.
Those white
happening.
some of those white people honestly do not understand that they are privileged. If you go to one of them hillbillies that's got no land or whatever and is broke or whatever, and you ask them are they privileged, they'll tell you, of course I'm not. I haven't got no land. I haven't got nothing. They don't know that their skin alone is a privilege.
So it's a question of understanding.
So this
But I just don't care whether or not they understand. That's the thing. I just don't care. I rather we understand our own selves rather than worrying about them understanding.
I think there can be a combination of both, man.
Yeah, but I think we can start with us first. I think until we start with us understanding who we are and understanding our own power, we need to stop worrying about them understanding who they are.
But
I think we do understand our own power, but we don't buy into it.
No, we don't
hypothetically speaking,
you don't understand your own power.
The question,
I'm not talking about me alone, am I? I'm talking about we as black people. No, we don't.
But hypothetically speaking, in terms of the question, if that was posed to me, then yes, I would have them go through it so they can have some kind of an understanding as to what we have and what we are going through. Even if it was for 1 week.
So can you see little Johnny, getting whipped on his back? What if you had to see it? So you saw little Johnny getting whipped. You see little Tracy getting raped. Are you right with that?
Where?
Were they all right with that?
They weren't. Well, the ones here weren't there, were they? So I'm asking you now. This is in 2018 now. This is not in
have a conscience,
them
times
then.
I do have a conscience.
Yeah, you see them people walking past, and all the black people going to go and watch the white people
Listen,
get lynched.
lynching didn't stop like back then.
No, we're not disputing that. But we're saying now it is going to be reversed, isn't it? So the white people are going to get lynched, and us black people are going to go and stand there. And we're going to watch. We're going to throw apples or whatever we throw at them.
They're going to get branded. Sorry, they're going to get branded.
I'm braid your hair.
And you're going to see all of this, and you're going to know it's you that did this.
Slaughtered.
Not me necessarily that did this, but
But
my
it is you.
people.
It is you.
Oh, it's me that did it.
Yeah, it's
Do
you.
you know
decision.
what? I'm
Your decision does it.
I'm for me
For the greater good.
I'm of the greater good, and it is like I said before, it's a question of.
My
No,
conscience
but
ain't
what
built for that, bro.
His question was, can you see it though?
I can see
Let's
it.
say that's part of the deal, yeah? You have to see every single act.
Not every single act, but you see
Or most of it.
I'll see most of the acts. I'm willing to do this, and I will say for a level of understanding that they know what we went through, but also
World harmony,
everything
man.
else that comes after it, because there's still post-traumatic slave syndrome that we are going through today.
Yes.
Where we're not understanding our women, we're not understanding our own self-worth. There's a lot of things we're not understanding.
And you think that making white people slaves is going to help that?
No, it will make them have a better
But what's that got to
understanding
do?
of what they put us through.
Yeah, that's you. But what about the black people that's already have that post-traumatic slave syndrome? Is it going to help them?
Hopefully, it might help them
But I see white people go through slavery
because they'll get to It's a question of understanding. If you both understand what you've both been through,
I don't get what you're talking
then
about.
it might bring you both to a place where you, like Stav said, you'll have a bit of harmony. Because I understand your pain.
That was
because
Simon that said that. Okay, I don't see any benefit in doing that. For me to have, there would need to be some sort of benefit outside of just, oh, you understand our plight now.
Yeah, but
That-
then out end of it, we then lose the system of oppression that we have now.
No. Well, that's a whole different thing. If you're saying that if after, let's say, 10 years of, or a generation,
Yeah.
60, 70 years of some sort of flipped kind of slavery,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end of that, there's harmony in the world, harmony in the world, harmony in the world,
That was Simon that said that.
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end of that, there's harmony in the world.
I kind of get what you're saying.
I think at the end of it, I don't think you'd even understand, because end of the day, if I persecute you and then later on you persecute me, all I know is I don't want to be persecuted anymore. If anything, if you put me back on top, I'm going to go even harder to make sure that I'm never down below again, because I know what that pain feels like. I ain't never going back there again. Hell no.
Even us black people now do not understand the persecution of slavery because we was never slaves.
It's true.
So they will understand that a lot better more than we do because we actually go through it. We're going through the
You go through the aftermath.
yeah,
of
the
it.
aftermath, the legacy of slavery.
The product of
Yeah,
it,
the legacy of the slavery. So maybe 400 years down the line, those white people will be us.
Yeah,
That
but-
makes sense. But
But that legacy as well
Mm.
isn't on accident. It's not a product.
No,
of
no, I'm
something.
not disputing
It's
that.
on purpose.
I'm not disputing that that's not the case. I'm just saying that they will understand the slavery themselves, actual slavery, if you was to make them slaves now, a lot more than we will. Because
But
we
even-
were actually slaves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But even the
But-
legacy that we're going through can essentially be more painful than the actual physical pain of slavery.
Nah. Don't
The
take
emotional
that. Nah,
pain.
bruv. Don't take that bullshit. When you see somebody getting whipped, you see your wife getting raped in front of you, and then they just bring back your wife, and you have to accept that.
Physical pain and emotional
just
pain.
because you're not getting a job because of the fact that you're black is not leveling up to the person that's seeing their
Just
wife
not getting a
raped.
job does not just necessarily stand with emotional pain. There's other emotional pain.
Okay, what
apart from,
emotional
I
pain
didn't
is
get a
gonna
job, I'm upset.
what emotional pain is gonna be more than watching your wife getting raped by the slave master and then they deliver you back, having a baby for the slave master, and you have to then raise that baby. Go on, tell me something
That is the emotional pain. Having to raise a baby that was
no,
not.
no, you now. You're talking about you now. I'm not talking about. You're saying that you can experience the same emotional pain as the slaves themselves. That's not what you're saying. Yes.
No, I didn't
So-
say I can experience
That's
the
what
same
you just
emotional pain.
said. Oh my
I
God.
said we can experience the emotional pain.
Whatever,
The
man.
emotional pain is different than the physical pain. But I'm saying physical pain, you get over physical pain.
That's not physical. That is emotional.
But
Is it
I
not?
was making the analogy of the difference between physical pain and emotional pain.
I don't know what
If
you're
I
talking
slap
about. I don't
you-
know. I don't know what you've been talking
If
about
I
for the last
slap you,
15
you
minutes.
get over the physical pain, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. yeah.
You, I know you would.
No, but he's saying no. Seriously, he's basically saying when you get harmed physically, you will heal.
Yeah, but what's
And
that got
then-
to do with
and
what
then-
I was talking about?
Well,
This
this is what he's trying to
this
explain.
is the topic I'm talking on: physical pain and emotional pain.
Well, what has that got to do with what I was talking about? Which you then decided to cut in and say to me, yeah, I think I can experience the same emotional
Because
pain
you,
as the
you
person.
all
on the
didn't
slip.
let me finish what I was saying in the first place.
No, you finished what you were
No,
saying.
I didn't
bruv.
finish what I was saying. If I'd have finished what I was saying, then I would have said I'm finished.
No, bruv, you just now you know you're chatting shit. That's
No,
not
I'm
what
not
you're.
chatting shit. You look like I like to cut in when I'm talking.
I'm
For
not.
fuck's sake.
I don't even think I cut in when you was talking that time. I think you were just chatting shit. But anyway, and I think now you acknowledge that what you were saying doesn't make any
It
sense.
makes sense. You just don't understand it.
Okay. You and the other.
Does
you and
anybody
the
else
other-
understand what I'm saying?
you
Or
and the
am
other-
I actually talking gibberish?
No, I think that you should land when you're making your point. That's all.
So you do understand him.
Well, partly, yeah, but I didn't get to hear the rest of what he was saying.
Because I wasn't allowed to land. I was trying to make the difference between emotional and physical pain.
But what's that got to do with what I was? You cut me off to say what you were saying, by the way. Yeah. So one. So before you come on here about your kind of people, yeah.
Because I
Two.
hadn't finished saying what I
No.
was
I'm saying the original thing I was saying. You cut me off to say yes because I can experience the same pain as a slave, and that's why I said to you, no, you cannot. And he said to me, yeah, but there's a physical and I was thinking, what's that got to do with what the hell I was talking about?
No, you asked me a question, and I was continuing.
Simple. What happened?
What he said happened.
Okay,
What
let's
he
carry
said
on.
happened.
Let's carry on with the podcast.
Alright, carry on, man. Fuck it.
All right then. So
It's true.
talking about slavery and white supremacy and flipping the script and all that stuff, and things haven't changed. Let's get the dire and sad things out of the way. So the Alton Sterling, the police, that shot him in 2016. This was the video that went viral a couple of years ago, where they had the two policemen had the guy pinned down on the floor, the black guy, and then for some reason they put out the gun and shot him. I never watched the video because I can't deal with them kind of things. But basically they had him pinned down and they shot him. So they've been let off now. So the police will face no charges there. And also we have the alternative story of Stephon Clark. And this is the guy who was shot 8 times, 20 rounds were shot. And this one nearly made me, it just crushed me. This guy was in his garden. So this is this last week as you're listening to this. He was in his own garden, in his parents' garden. This is a 22-year-old father of 2. And for some reason, I don't know why, the police came to the garden, shot 20 rounds because they thought he had a gun. 8 of them hit him and he died. Now, after the autopsy, they found out that, because everyone knows it was 20 shots, first of all, because they've had the casings, but now they know that only 8 hit him. He didn't have a gun. He had it was a phone or a wallet. I can't remember which one it is. And 8 those shots, most of them hit him in the back. So he wasn't even facing them. The autopsy has said, to our conclusion, he wasn't even looking in their direction when they started shooting this guy.
So that sounds like an assassination.
Of course. Also, last week, there's a man who had a bulletproof vest on and guns, white guy, running around, threatening people. He was detained by police. No shots fired.
What about the black woman that got shot as well in her car? I forgot what there was. It wasn't long ago. Like literally a couple of weeks ago, there was another woman that got shot in her car as well. No reason why they just shot her. She's dead too. Forgot her name.
To even, let me just add one more story on top. This is before we just start gushing about all this nonsense. I don't know if you guys remember a image that was going around a couple of years ago of a black guy, a black child. He was about 12. Hugging the policeman, crying.
Yeah.
And he had a poster saying hugs for free. This was during the protest, during one of the first people that got shot by the police. And forgive me, I cannot remember which one of them it was.
Brown.
Yeah. Which one is it? Was it Mike Brown? No, not Mike. Who was it?
Mike Brown is one of them, but I don't know.
But it was the brown guy.
It's Mike Brown then.
So during the protests with him, you had this picture that went viral because it was a young black guy hugging on a white policeman. He had a poster up saying free hugs, like we need love, not war, or not all this argument and not all this beef. Now this guy was adopted. He was one of 4 or 5 black adopted children by 2 white parents, lesbians. 7. There were 7 of them.
Yeah.
Now I don't think there were 7 of them.
But bruv, the number doesn't matter what happened.
I'm just saying, man.
I don't think there were 7 of them. But they were all black because they were all
like the police. What's wrong with you, bruv? Because the man said 7, it's like
no. I'm just saying because from my understanding, they're all missing now, and the car had all of them in. They believe that 7 in total, 5 children plus the 2 adults were anyways. Now, this is a few years ago. It went viral. Now, what has come to pass is that this young man has gone missing, and they believe him to be dead because the car that his parents owned was driven over a cliff. Now, they found 2 or 3 of the children's bodies, but they haven't found his one yet. And what has happened was that social services was called because the children from this household kept going to neighbours and either saying, 1, they've been abusing us, or 2, we can't get any food. Can you feed us, please? They've been going to the neighbours asking for food. One of them, this dude even said, can you leave food in our mailbox so that I can sneak out and get it? Because they're using food as a form of punishment. Now, one of the parents, already the social services has been calling her a year or 2 ago because the child was, when they go to school and they see bruises or stuff on you.
Yeah.
So that happened. She had bruises on her body. They'd asked what happened.
Parents are white, innit?
2 white women adopted, in my view, from what I saw, 5 black children.
No.
And so she got a slap on the wrist, basically, for this abuse of the child, because you could say that maybe she physically punished the child, maybe, and maybe that's where the bruises came from. I guess they allowed that. I didn't know that they allow people that adopt children to beat children when they take real parents and take the children away from them. But whatever. So this is what happened. The neighbors of these women Found out after a couple of times of them asking for food, they said, you know what? I think we need to call social services. They called social services, 2-2s, Thelma and Louise style. The car has now gone over a cliff, and they're saying, and there were no brake marks found near the edge of the cliff. So they believe
no foul play was the word that I
yeah.
saw.
So they believe that it was like a mass suicide, or not? Well,
Murder suicide.
Murder suicide. So just on that, this is Stavros talking. I always think it's suspect when you have white people that go out their way to adopt black kids. Anyways, if 1 or 2, if you have 5 or 6 and you adopted them, cool. But if you have 5 black children and and there's no whites, there's no nothing else, I don't see why you'd want to do that. Anyway, it's like why are you going out of? It's like you want to pick the red M&Ms out of a box or something. Like, what's your insistence on going for this color?
Because people are not going to pay attention to them. You can do what you want with them. Whereas little anime, white anime, not black anime, will be seen. People will notice if they've got bruises, and they'll take time.
Look at how they're still pumping this Madeleine McCann thing.
Pumping it hard. They gave more money to it.
They get more money. They gave 11 million to it the other day. How's that possible? How is that possible?
Yeah,
how many children have gone missing around
She's
about
not
the
even
same
she's not even a child anymore. How many years ago is this
She
now?
would be a big adult now.
That's what I'm saying.
She's at least 18 now. But if Madeleine McCann was black, the story would be done.
If she was anything other than English,
They would have convicted the parents. We talked about.
Long time ago.
Yes.
Parents would have been in jail, mate.
You get me?
They
I
would have
mean, my thing on the first story that you posed, when you were because I haven't heard this one for some reason. The first one where the guy got shot in the back and what have you. I won't lie, bruv. My heart was kind of racing with rage and just pure sorrow. You know, when I hear these stories, it cuts
Father of
deep,
2
bruv.
in his own garden.
It cuts deep. It really does. And you know, if I haven't said it on this podcast, I love my people. You know, we might have banter and what have you, but I love my black men. I love my black women. And when I hear things like this, it hurts, man, because you're in your own yard and people come to do these things. And I have my own conspiracy theories about these kind of things. You do the autopsy, funeral, pallbearers or whatever, the undertakers, and then you'll find that there's pure flipping staple clips all over their body because we've heard these kind of stories before. I believe in the whole organ.
Staple clips.
It's
okay.
organs.
They teeth the organs for all these black people.
So what you think Get Out is real?
Of course it's real. Of course it's real. We've seen and heard stories of a woman in particular. I think it was on The Colours. What's that DVD?
Hidden Colours.
Hidden Colours is on that one and a few other ones where you've got a parent who is in sorrow because her child has been killed and murdered, and then even more so because all the organs have been stolen. By whom?
Yeah, that's a bit
You
deep.
get me? No permission, just taken. You know what I mean? So when I hear about all these people that are just getting assassinated, for me, there's a bigger and a hidden story behind it.
It's true, and there's too many of these stories going around for it not to be a coincidence or anything like that. There is actually something going on.
So after talking about this now, does the thing about flipping the script with slavery, does that resonate more with anybody to feel that maybe because things haven't ended, it seems it's filtered down, it's been strained, it's changed, but it hasn't ended because these people are not going to be charged with anything.
No, they won't.
It's not. It doesn't change my mind.
They ain't getting charged. I don't think there has been a policeman that's been charged and in jail for.
Oh, there was
murdering.
one.
There was one.
Yeah,
It's a Chinese guy.
yeah, the Oriental guy
Oh wow.
that shot.
The minority.
The minority, the alternative
The
minority,
alternative minority.
that shot the guy in
It's
the
alternative
dark.
minority.
And remember,
dark.
with that one, he didn't even shoot he let out a shot or multiple. I can't remember, but he didn't shoot the person. It ricocheted off the wall and hit the dude.
See,
And the ones where
and he
people are
went
getting
down for
shot.
it.
He went down for it.
And the ones that are getting shot.
Whoa,
in the
no,
back.
I'm sorry.
he went
but-
down for a
He was
ricochet.
inside. Imagine a block of flats.
Yeah.
He's praying. It's dark. He let out a shot because he heard or he saw something or he fed for his life.
And
Remember, as policemen are allowed
Yeah.
to do because this is why all these other people are getting off.
Okay.
He fed for his life.
Yeah.
He let out a couple of shots.
Yeah.
It hit the wall, ricocheted, hit the dude, killed the dude, whatever.
And
Now,
he's the one that's getting charged.
The
for
one
it.
that was in the back of the van and his what is it? His spine got severed.
Yeah.
Whatever. Remember he's back of the police van.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. That was a mistake. That's because it was a bumpy road.
There was
and it was changed.
There was a tweet the other day that I saw. In fact, you responded to the tweet. It's from an American guy, and he was like, there's no racism in Europe.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that as well. I was confused.
Yeah, but that's just a dunce American, innit?
I was confused by that
No
one.
disrespect to the American
leave
listeners
Dancer.
out there.
He's just ignorant. He's ignorant.
He said there is no racism
put it that
in
way.
Europe.
He said that there that it's different basically in this country. He feels that in Europe they're not as hardcore.
That's not what he said though. He said there's no racism in Europe.
Let me get the
It's
term.
a nonsense, man.
No, but it's not a nonsense. In reality, in Europe, you are less likely to be killed than you are in America on that racist tip.
Ooh,
Fact.
I'm not sure about that.
Somali
bro.
culture won't say that to
I
you,
don't
bro.
know about that, bro.
I said less likely. I don't say not. It's not going to happen. It's just less likely.
Yeah,
Like,
percentage
let's
might
be
the
honest.
Percentage
let's
might be different.
Yeah, the percentage.
That's more to
There's
do with the
some
gun
numbers.
culture, though, isn't
No, it's the combination of things. There's the gun culture. There's the total number of black people against the total number of white people in our respective places. The total population, like you just expect it, innit?
All right. Can I say the thing?
Go on.
You never hear about racism in Europe. America, the only developed country that still shows inequality to its own citizens and has mass school shootings.
Right. So for me, two things are apparent there. The first thing is he thinks he doesn't hear about racism in Europe because they're not reporting it to America. So he could genuinely be right with that. Like in America, they just may not report the stuff that's happening in Europe as racism.
Well, no,
the problem
he puts a comment and says America is the only developed country that still shows inequality to its own citizens.
So
Yeah, that's a nonsense, though. Isn't it?
no, but you say showing inequality, does he mean via the media? Because if he does, then they kind of do. That's what they do in all of their films.
I think
in all of the,
I don't think he meant that. But maybe I can't speak for the person. So
I
don't think
I didn't want to really make it into a big topic. I just wanted to have to just think about it.
okay, well,
But
I see something there. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Like,
it's just American as well. Like I said,
America.
they're ignorant to the rest of the world in their
But
own ways.
like
But
I
that's
said,
just
is
true.
when I spent more time in America, I understand why they're ignorant to the
But they
rest
don't
of
go
the world.
nowhere.
They don't. But
They don't
I
go
understand-
nowhere.
They don't have to go nowhere.
Because they have everything.
They don't have to. So I've been on a cruise, and when I left America and I went to Puerto Rico and all these other places. Remember, a lot of these places is still under American.
yeah.
What's the term? Rule. No, but it's like they're still like a part. They can't vote. Yeah. But the American rules still apply in their thing. I can't remember the term.
Federal business.
Federal jurisdiction.
So all of these places. So these are the islands that are off the coast of America, or a few hours down the road via boat. And then you have places like Hawaii and Miami, which is completely different than LA and New York, and then you have the Midwest. It's just so different, and it took me longer to get from LA to Miami than it took me to get from London to New York. You get me?
On another note on this whole situation, did you not hear about the South African woman that got put in jail for calling somebody a kafir?
Oh yeah, I didn't get to read the details. White power. I didn't read the details.
Yeah, so she called a darkie a
that she
kafir.
was a celebrity at first instance, but she's just a regular person.
The
I
regular
don't care who
person,
it is, man.
she needed help from the police. She called for police. They took a bit longer than she would have liked. There was 1 or 2 white and some black policemen that turned up, and she was racially abusing the black ones and saying, I don't want them here. I don't know what she was in Durban, I think. She's like,
I don't want their help.
She's like, I don't want the black people's help. I don't want them. The white policeman, listen, stop disrespecting my colleagues. So you stop disrespecting my colleagues. Otherwise, I'm going to let it go. He was really trying to let this woman
Was he
off.
Indian?
No. But
That's how they sound.
I could play the video, and that's I think I'm doing his accent quite well.
That's how they speak. They speak quite like that.
Yes. So he was saying, stop
That one.
it.
I just did.
That one, he sounded like Mr. Singh.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Wow.
but
Yes. Big up Mr. Singh that
she
used to
was
tell
like
Cobra Grandma.
the black people in Durban, they're not as good even as the black people over in some other place, and she was just
Joburg. That's what he was talking about.
so she kept going in, and somebody was recording it. Now 2-2s. She drove off now, nearly hitting this policeman that was trying to be nice to her. She drove off. So I don't know how it got to it, but maybe they got a license plate or whatever. This woman is now the first woman ever in South America South Africa to be sent to jail for racism. And it's because she used a kafir word, and she was using it against police of all people as well.
2 years she got, yeah?
She got 3 years, 1 year suspended.
Do you know what's
So she was 2 years in jail.
You know what's giving me all these things? Like, blacks are always getting in trouble. Did you see the one?
Wait, hang on. Sorry, is that sentence? Do you think that sentence is fitting of the crime?
That's a good question.
No.
You think it should be more or less?
I think I don't, what? Because she did some
racial abusing people.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know how long you went to put somebody in prison for racially opening their mouth to abuse somebody. You can get 2 years for rape.
Yeah, but no one's
actual assault though.
What?
So racism. This is verbal assault.
verbal assault.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can get 2 years for rape, and she's getting 2 years for verbal assault.
Well, I'm not condoning the 2 years for rape being a good one.
No, I'm not. But that is the thing, though.
I know. But what I am saying is that 2 years for an offence like this, to me, is appropriate.
Okay, so if you called an Asian person a packy, do you think you should go to prison for 2 years?
For the way that I've done it, for the way that this woman done it, boy, it's appropriate.
Let's say it's the same thing. You are vexed. You've had a road incident. You're cussing with an Asian dude, and then a policeman come. Yes. It's like you're all together. You use the P word, and then it's like I
think
cool.
It's appropriate. We've seen many a video in this country
there'd be uproar.
I've seen many a video in this country with people on the train, on the bus, doing a madness, racially abusing black people, and nothing really happens. They get a little slap on the wrist, and we kind of expect it to be a minor type of
crime.
Minor sentence or a little kind of thing that the police or the courts give them. But if they know
misdemeanor,
if they know that they're gonna go down for this, it's gonna some people are gonna think twice. It's not gonna stop racism because, like I've said many a time, racism will live on.
Okay, but wait, hang on. I want to ask you a question.
But it will make people think twice about the way that they decide to abuse people publicly.
Mr. Wolf, let me bring it home. Yeah. So if you got stopped by police now, you're upset or whatever from whatever you're upset about. You get pulled over by boy them right now, and the guy's like got an attitude with you a little bit. You know that you're not gonna go over the top, but you're gonna cuss him because you know it's within your remit to do so, and you keep calling him cracker, and then he arrests you, and you go to prison for 2 years for calling him cracker. Are you saying that sentence
is cracker a racial term?
Yeah. So, is that sentence appropriate?
I've said 2 years is reasonable. I'm not gonna.
So you would be
not even extreme, reasonable.
I think it's reasonable.
So you would understand if they sent you to prison for that, for calling him cracker,
in the manner that this woman done. Yes.
You would understand that.
Yes.
All right.
Fair enough. I agree with you. You feel like it's fine. I don't know. 2 years. I think of it like this, innit? I think she should go to prison. I don't know if she should go to prison for 2 years and the resources in prison should be resourcing this woman for 2 years. That's my thing. 6 months, a year, I would say true. And then and then the rest of the sentence should be when
I don't know what South African prisons like.
The black people are in jail for minor crimes and they're in there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
I'm doing it on the right basis. I'm not doing it because
nothing in life is right.
There's a black woman in America who mistakenly voted twice. I think she.
Oh yeah, she going to jail as well.
8 years, I think.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, 2 years appropriate. Meaning like that. She did so even if she didn't do it mistakenly, it was a vote fraud, that kind of thing. But it was just, I believe it was just herself.
I know. I'm not. 8 years. Please understand. I have no sympathy for this woman for the 2 years that she's getting. I'm just saying, is it worth the resources?
Have you listened to the video? You watched it?
No.
I don't think it was even that. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some people that will be cussing you now.
I'm not saying it's good.
For me,
it's not like that is such a bad video.
For me, I think the sentence was harsh. And you know my stance on these things. I can see the racism in it. But to me, the sentence was harsh. Like, if you're looking at the offence against the sentence, I'm not going to sit here and say, she deserved it just because she's a white woman. I'm sorry.
No, not because she's a white woman, because of what she done.
If that was a black woman and it's... No, Mr. Wolf. I'd bet money if it was a black woman and you saw the video and she was using the word cracker instead of kaffa to the white people and saying, I don't even want them white people helping me. Yeah. Yes.
What he would probably say is, he may say, I don't want these white people around me because they might shoot me. That's what potentially I reckon somebody would.
It wouldn't matter what she said.
No, I'm just saying that would probably be the reason as to why somebody of a black nature will say, well, I understand what she's saying. I understand why she's saying. But
she's saying it with a racial slur. So with other racial, if you don't see cracker as a racial slur, then pick whichever one you want to use. But they're using that racial slur to describe the white people, and she got 2 years in jail. I don't think you'd say, yeah, that's fair.
Did you see that?
I'll stand by what I said.
Did you see that same video where there was a video on the train where these two people were speaking whatever? I think they were speaking Arabic, and this white guy didn't like the fact that they were speaking Arabic.
Yeah.
And then he just started kicking. Like, this is what I didn't understand. So they were speaking Arabic. 2 Asian people were speaking Arabic on the train. He started kicking off, saying, "You need to start speaking the language so I can understand what you're saying." Basically, yeah, because he was not on it. He was
That's
like,
what he said.
I need to understand what you're saying.
When people kicking, he's like, we meant to understand what they're saying.
Because he said he went to war in Iraq or whatever.
No one's talking
And
to you.
He went to war in Iraq and he was like paranoid. He actually said, "I'm paranoid. He was saying it. I'm paranoid. I don't know what they're saying, and I don't like the fact I don't know what they're saying." Yeah. Hold on. Let me finish the story. So there was a white man that was there, and he was like, you can't say this to them, blah blah blah. So they was getting into an argument. So the white man was defending the 2 Asian people, and then out of nowhere he called him a black. What did he call him? A black bastard or something like this.
I can't remember that.
He called him a black something. And I said, "What has this got to do with black people?" The white man that was being racist to the Asian people, yeah, was then having an argument with another white man who was defending the Asian people, and then he called the white man a black bastard or something. I said, "What in the hell has this got to do with the blacks now that you're bringing us into this? Why is the blacks being dragged into this now?"
Because we are the alternate ethnics, isn't it?
Oh, so the blacks are just getting brought in.
You're all together, isn't it?
It was random, but he was like, "I'm paranoid." It was proper like, "I'm paranoid. I don't like the fact that they're talking around me and I don't know what they're saying. I'm paranoid." I was like, "Rah, boy."
That's post-traumatic stress, according to
Could be a symptom of it, yeah.
to this dude over here. That's worse than the slavery.
Wow.
I didn't say that was worse than slavery. Why are you making that analogy for?
Because he's gone through some stress, isn't it?
But the question I was going to ask here is, this guy now says that he's paranoid. He served in Iraq, and because of that, he's paranoid. But notice how the privilege didn't allow him to have to feel the need to learn Arabic so that he can understand what they're saying around him. Instead, he wants them to speak in another language that he understands.
Because he's in England, he said. I'm in England. Speak English.
But you see the privilege there, like in the mindset.
Because if you're in my country, you need to speak my language.
So how could he, by rights, if he's gone to Iraq and he's done all of this, he shouldn't really be paranoid because he would know what they're saying.
Learned to speak.
Yeah, he would have learned to speak it, and he would have told them in Arabic. Listen,
The man was not.
you're making people feel a little bit uneasy here. Do you know what I'm saying to you? No, he didn't do that.
He was not.
He brought out the card.
Huh?
So I'm just reading the article about that woman. It was 48 times she used a derogatory word, apparently.
48 times.
Oh my gosh.
To me, the video was bad.
What happened? You get to 50 and it turns into a fist or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what's the next on the agenda, man?
Viagra.
Jesus.
In fact, should we stick with the racism and just deal with the racism first and then move on to
Go to Viagra, man. We spoke about a lot of racism, man.
I want to talk about that Heineken advert.
Oh.
Because that was funny.
Let's go back to that later, though, man.
I ain't seen the advert.
You haven't seen the advert?
Let me watch
No,
it.
let's deal with this advert because
No, you can come back to it later. He's right. We can have the underlying tone of the show to be racism.
I'm bored of talking about it.
Viagra.
episode.
All right, Viagra.
God.
It is Viagra. That Viagra is now available over the counter without a prescription from your doctors. You can go to your pharmacy. Say I have some issues. You have to speak to the pharmacist, though. You can't just speak to anybody that's there, but the actual qualified pharmacist. Tell them, they'll say, are you on any heart medication or any this medication? Right, no. And they can sign it off. There you go, sir. £20 for 4 pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, £20 for 4 pills, £5 each. And then go about your business.
So many uncles are going to be there, man.
Are you on heart medication? No, but that's not crack.
So many uncles are going to be
But I
there,
smoke
bro.
rocks, Joe Rogan. Has anybody here tried Viagra?
No.
Yes. Yes,
I want to hear from the people that have tried Viagra. What does it do? What's it like? Did it improve your performance? Or
Mr. Wolf has tried it as well.
So
All right, let's start with Mr.
Wolf.
I didn't need it, but it's
Disclaimer.
more. Yeah. You have to throw that one in, but in the barbershop, you get everything from PlayStations to shoes to flipping travel tickets. And
Was it
everything,
actual
bruv.
Viagra there?
No, Viagra, other herbal pills and Chinese pills and all sorts. Everything gets sold in a barbershop, innit? So obviously we've had a discussion and I had a go. This is many moons ago, and it was mad. It practically lasted 2 days for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you urinate?
No, I wasn't hard.
I wasn't
hard
back.
for 2 days, but during the sexual encounter, finish up again, bang, just like that. You just could have gone for like 9 times, but it wouldn't have made a difference. it is powerful, and it did make my heart race a little bit.
Powerful
Combination, bruv. It's powerful. And I took the whole thing.
Red wine, music,
and
red wine.
This
a
dark
lot of people
wizardry at
say,
work here.
a lot of people say just take half, and then I took the whole thing. I didn't know that until afterwards.
This is about 8 way. Ain't done up to me.
Forget half. So, the
It's
other
about
resident,
Simon.
pill popper.
It's not a resident
I'm very actually surprised that you took the Viagra. So you that wants to be a herbalist.
Yeah, no, this is the thing that's so surprising in my mind, because I don't take drugs. Like
Sometimes
I don't take drugs.
I don't take drugs.
Sometimes.
So like pharmaceutical stuff, I don't deal with that at all. So I don't do painkillers and all that kind of rubbish. So
I do the herb.
I find it difficult to consolidate the idea that you take a pill and then something so specific happens. So I thought, let me try it.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between that and paracetamol? You
I
take a
don't know.
pill
I don't-
and it numbs your pain. But what makes you feel the difference between that
It's
and
not-
the Viagra's?
Because the paracetamol.
You ate the bag. Stop this nonsense, bro.
You was out to it. You was out to impress.
This
I
man wanted
don't
to bang
smoke
hard.
cigarettes. I don't smoke reefer. I don't smoke pipe.
Nah,
But a couple of blue pills once in a while.
Nah. It's not even once in a while. It's my girlfriend at the time in it.
He wanted a special event that day.
Did she get it for you?
He
Let
wanted.
the man talk, man.
It was WrestleMania that day, innit?
Yeah, actually,
WrestleMania.
actually, she did get it.
Oh wow!
She did get it.
If your woman gets you Viagra, is that a problem?
No.
finish saying this thing.
It wasn't like she got it as a
supplied
surprise
you.
Viagra. It was we spoke about it, and I was like, "Yo, why not?"
How did that come up?
What do you mean?
How did the conversation of the Viagra come up?
They were selling it at her workplace,
Ah,
so she was like, "Oh yeah, do you wanna try it?" So I was like, "All right then, why not?" So I cut the thing in half. Took that. Yeah, like Mr. Wolf said, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous.
Did you have the other half?
What do you mean? No, I only had one half. I only had one. That one half was affecting
You
me.
gave
for
the other
about-
half to the dog.
yeah. No news. There was a random dog running around humping on the streets.
Yeah, it lasted for about 5 years afterwards. Seriously, I felt like, like when Spider-Man got bit by the spider and he turned into Spider-Man. I thought like, you know what? I took just the right amount for it to affect me for the rest of my life. Look at my dick, it's hard.
You lot come out there like Macho Man Randy Savage, boy. WrestleMania.
Trust
You lot made an event in it.
dig it. Trust
Tell her
me.
to wait. I'm coming.
It's dangerous, man.
How long does it take to kick in?
Like between 15 minutes, something like that, 10, 15 minutes.
I'm not doing it, man.
It don't take long to kick in at all.
When?
And the scariest thing that you'll ever see is when you're doing the sex, you bust a nut, and your dick has no negative reaction to the nut busting. None. Like if you were standing there and it was at 45 degrees, after you bust that nut, it's still at 45 degrees. And then it just becomes a really impersonal process where now you don't even enjoy it anymore. Now you're just trying to make this dick disappear now. How can we put this down? Because I need to sleep. That's what it turns into.
How can I put this
Now,
down?
because I need to sleep.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
And then you start, brother, I must have even put it in the door and slammed the door to see whether it will hurt.
Put it in a chokehold.
It didn't hurt. And that was the point where I realized I ain't never doing this shit again. Seriously.
Was the sex any better or worse, guys?
Let
me ask the actor.
What are you asking me for?
Are you gonna lie and say you've never done it?
I've never taken Viagra.
Lie before God. Okay, so all right, the guys that are claiming to do it, then being honest with life, did it make the sex better?
The first time around, it did. The first sex, it did. But then the other sex afterwards,
The subsequent sex.
afterwards, I just felt like I was imprisoned and beholden to the power of the Viagra. Like
Boy.
you have a hard dick, you have to use it. It just became very. It was a detached process. I didn't
Slap
like it
her in the
very
face with it.
much. Shush. So come on now.
Well, boy. As I said in the group chat, and I'm gonna say here, man, them bust quick every day, B. You be alright. You tough, right? That's what I'm telling my woman. Cause I ain't doing all of this rubbish. If I bust it that quick,
Oh no, but it doesn't stop you busting quick, though, does it?
I don't know what it does.
It
but-
doesn't stop you busting
so
quick.
what's the point of it then?
No, because what happens is if you bust quick, like
My feet are strong.
it doesn't matter. You bust quick,
You go again.
and you're ready to go again immediately.
Then that's what I'm gonna say. It's the same as busting. long. It takes longer to bust, isn't it?
No, you can bust like multiple. You can bust multiple times.
Nah, I'm alright to just bust once, man.
Here's some advice for people that have
I'm
an issue.
a what's it called? I'm a 6-shooter. What did it call it? Revolver.
Yeah.
I ain't automatic out here, bro. Shotgun. That's it. Shotgun. Power for the one time, and then after you have to take a long time to reload.
Okay, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, because I was about to give a blanket bit of advice, but maybe it's different for everybody. Obviously, it is. But if and when you bust, just keep it in and keep going.
Yeah, if you keep it and keep going, then there's times it can
90,
retrieve itself.
90 seconds, 120 seconds, you're good to go again.
You just can't do that with condoms, though.
Nah, you're talking.
It's been a long time.
You're talking. you're
I love it.
yeah, but you're talking.
That first time you just dashed the condoms away forever, boy.
You're talking about someone.
You know, hold on. You remember at the end of what's the Murder She Wrote? Is it Murder She Wrote when the man types and then he throws the paper away? The man throw the condoms away when they get wifed up, boy. When they get married. That's the condom away, boy.
Shit, boo boo, shit. Sorry.
That's A-Team as well, isn't it?
Yeah, whoever the creator was.
But
Yeah.
the man writes something and dashes the paper away, boy.
Oh no, that's a reckless way to dash a come down though. But you have things flying all over the
I'm talking about the packet, bro.
Yeah, the packet before he's used
Not
it.
after you.
We're together now.
The next time you man's bust and use a condom, I want you to have that sound in your
Quantum leap. Oh man.
So
I've got a question.
Mr. Wolf, you didn't say
I've
did
got
it
a
improve
question.
the sex?
I think it did slightly, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so are we done with Viagra?
But not so much that I was
You were
like,
doing it.
I need this. No.
I got a question that links to one of the questions that we got in the group chat.
Go on.
Right. Quantum leap. I think it's 25 years or something this week, or 20 years or something of the anniversary of Quantum Leap. Yeah.
That used to be my favorite program.
Yeah. So the premise of Quantum Leap is that
before
Sam Beckett and his man named Al
Legendary program.
jumps into different people's bodies within time or space. Yeah.
Within his own lifetime.
Yeah. Within his own lifetime. Yeah. Time and space. So
I love the last episode.
we had a discussion about Amara La Negra,
Yeah.
and Simple Simon was saying. He asked the question whether or not it's okay for your brethren to.
I'll ask the actual specific question. If Amara La Negra was your woman and your boys had improper thoughts about her, could it be forgiven?
All right, so that was the question, and I don't know why, but talking about the Viagra,
Amara La Negra is a very, very, very beautiful, fit woman, by the way.
yeah,
Very.
and
Black
then
Hispanic.
and then I don't know why, but the question that you asked about the Viagra, I don't know how this made it came because we started talking about the past television and Quantum Leap came into my mind. Yeah. All right, so the man them. This is the question. This is the question, yeah. If you could quantum leap into a man while he's banging any woman in the world,
Wow.
would you do it for one? And then which man would you jump into?
Wow, that's crazy.
Theresa May's husband.
That is a.
I would need Viagra then, but
Boy, you need Al. You have to call Al. Can you send me a
No,
Viagra?
you have to talk to Ziggy. Ziggy,
Sorry, Ziggy. That's the name, not Al. It's Ziggy.
no, Al's the guy, but Ziggy's the computer.
Yeah, the computer.
program.
Wow.
Oh man, would you do this? Would you do it? Because for me, that's rape. But anyway, carry on.
you know what? One day.
Why
When-
can we answer the question now?
When somebody has the time and the inclination to go through all 100 and nearly 200 episodes of ESN and go through all the times that Walla said, yeah, that's rape. That's rape. That's rape. You know that's rape, though. That's rape. That's rape, bro.
Rape culture. Bruv, you know it's rape.
But by right, she's giving consent to the man that she was banging, and you now hopped into that man, though, innit?
Yeah, but she doesn't know.
So what? Okay, if you hopped in, removed the penis, and said, "Can I have sex with you now?" Is that consent?
Yeah, of course it is, because she'll look at you.
Yeah, but
and
she
think,
don't know
what-
that you. She don't
No,
know
but she'll look at you.
And if you
she'll
told her
look
that
at you
you
and
Yeah,
think,
but she doesn't
are
know.
you an
Here's the
idiot?
problem. Here's the problem, yeah, that you don't realize right now. You're thinking that the rape is occurring because you're in the man and he's sleeping with the woman. The woman hasn't given you consent. But in reality, the rape is occurring that you're in the man because he didn't give you the consent to come there either.
So you're saying I'm raping the man?
Oh, so you're raping the man.
Basically, that's where the first point
By
of rape
entering his
occurs.
body, you've entered.
That's where the first point of rape occurs.
That's the science
That's
fiction.
just gay.
So in the film
You've
Ghost,
entered a man.
he was Patrick Swayze was raping Whoopi Goldberg.
By basically, yeah.
I don't know about if that's rape.
No, well, that what you said it was rape.
No, I'm saying if you're sleeping with the woman and you've entered the man, because you've entered him, like he'll become him basically.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is the consent that's missing between the woman and you that's now entered into that man, and between the man who was there before and the one who you've entered.
Yeah, but that man
it's the same.
Nah.
It's the same.
I've hungered for your touch.
But on a real, okay, let's remove the rape, yeah? Let's just pretend like it's normal. Let's just pretend
remove the
let's
rape.
remove it in it because I don't want it to make you feel like you can't answer the question.
I wouldn't do it. Morally, I couldn't do it. No matter the woman.
You wouldn't do the hop.
Stavros wouldn't do the hop, man.
You wouldn't even hop into your old self 20 years ago.
Would I hop into my old self 20 years ago?
That one time you banged unwell and you do it now you got skills. You hop in.
You know, okay.
Is that cheating though?
I would hop into myself.
Wow.
The day I lost my virginity, I'd hop into myself and service the woman that took my virginity and say, look, because she did a service to me and I did not do a service to her. So I'd go back and I'd thank her properly.
Is that cheating?
I don't care. She'd get good. She'd get a good.
Cheating
bang.
on yourself.
No, I'm talking about you cheating with your wife, your now wife, by hopping into a woman in the past.
How many times did Sam Beckett cheat on his missus, man? Come on, let's
He didn't have a missus.
stick with
He
him.
didn't have a missus.
He had someone that he cared for, didn't he?
Well,
he did
no
have a
wife.
missus.
He
Yes,
didn't
he
have a
did.
missus.
No, but on a level,
He
if
was-
you
he
hop
was-
back-
he
if
did
you
have a
hop
missus,
back
he
into
wasn't
your-
married.
if you hop back into yourself and bang somebody,
He had no missus.
In
man.
your
Friend,
past,
He
bro.
did before
that
he
you
started
cheating?
the experiment.
That's a
He was
good
married.
question.
is that you cheating?
And you know what? You know why it's a good question? Because with the way technology is
That's a
going,
better question than
it's
the
going to
one you
become
mentioned.
more and more relevant. That question, because it will be a reality for somebody at some point.
Black Mirror.
Trust me.
That is a better question.
Is it cheating?
I'm gonna ask my wife. I'm gonna call her right
Hang
now.
on a
Let
minute.
me-
If
let me get
you're
the cable.
jumping from space and time, essentially you don't exist in the time you've left to jump into your then self.
So if you slept with a person in another time zone,
Yeah.
it's not cheating because they're not in the same time stream as your wife. Is
I'd
that what you're saying? Is that what
I'd
you're saying?
say
Mr.
in the context of time, yes,
So
you're not cheating.
it's okay to cheat with somebody in a different time spectrum than your own.
In a parallel universe.
So if your
Yes.
wife slept with another person and she was going on a space mission, went to another parallel universe, slept with an alien, or let's say that she slept with Captain Kirk, and came back and told you I slept with Captain Kirk, would you be alright with that?
Did I exist in the time that she slept with Captain Kirk?
No, you didn't exist in that time,
Then it's all right.
but she knew of you
How would she know of me?
because she knows you. She knows of her own time.
Also,
frame.
she knows she jumped. All right,
She
she
knows
knows
she's
her
jumped.
time loop.
She knows she's jumped into another person's time
Well,
loop.
that would be up to her whether she's guilty about it. For me, I'm like, I didn't know you then.
Oh, I don't think boy, I can leave a woman for cheating on me in another time stream. You know,
In a parallel
I
universe.
don't care what universe I'm in.
Mr.
yeah.
Wolf.
What if your
My dick is the only dick there.
what if your missus cheated on you and your parallel self?
with my that man's charming though, isn't it? You know,
But if it's a different Wahala.
it's the same one. There's no other Wahalas in the world, man.
No, in other parallel universes, you're not the same as you are now.
I might who I am, but there.
No, because in a parallel universe, you're not you. You're might be the evil version of you.
Evil one has powers though still.
Like the evil Superman.
Yeah.
Like Kente Superman or whatever.
Kente
Kente
Superman.
Staff, that's what you used to call it.
Like the slim Wahala.
Yeah, like the Slim Wahala.
So if my missus cheated on me,
The vegetarian Wahala.
no, I'm
The
not having
vegan
it.
version.
I'm not having it.
Vegan Wahala.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
I've seen this on not Family Guy, but the other one, American Dad. He came back as like a cyborg.
Yeah. And she was cheating with a cyborg, innit?
Yeah.
All right, so
Cyborg
okay.
Stan.
All right, so I'm saying that if she did it, I would still see it as cheating, whether or not it's me in the other universe or not.
Simple.
Is she aware that it's not you?
Yeah, of course she's aware.
Okay.
That's a disrespect.
But you're not aware that it's not her. I mean, you're not aware that it's not you.
What?
But she's just told you.
What are you talking? She's told me she went to go and sleep with somebody that's me in another universe. She is cheated.
But in that parallel universe, she knows you, but you don't know.
What's he on about, bro? She knows what she's done, innit? She knows. Everybody,
she's
she
done
knows
that.
Yeah, and she's come to tell me. So I now know. So she's cheated. Yes, she has cheated.
But did she tell the parallel you?
Oh my God, brother.
No,
You're asking me too many questions. You're making it difficult.
Why did you
making it
change to some
difficult,
parallel
just
thing, man?
No, because
Where did
it's
that come
cheating
from?
in a parallel universe.
No, why don't we just stick to the original one? I like that one, man.
Okay, we stick to the original
Even
one.
if you do the same thing, if it's Sam Beckett, Sam does travel to another universe, another time.
No, he doesn't travel to
another
another
time.
universe.
Sorry, travels to another time.
Yeah, okay.
But we're talking about multiverses now. But let's go back to what we were saying in the original thing.
They took it to multiverse.
We're talking about let's talk about it because the
thing got
users are
nerdy,
the
bro.
listeners
I like
are probably
that. I
getting
like
very
that question.
confused. So if you can go back in time, to your past self and sleep with somebody that you've already slept with as your past self, are you now committing
Adultery.
Yeah.
Yes, is the answer.
You're saying yes.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well, no.
Yes or no? Yes,
Well,
I was still in it, but no,
no,
it wasn't
no.
blocked.
I would say no, because when you go back in time, the relationship you have with your current in the future is not the relationship you have with them when you've gone back in time. So at that particular moment in
They
time,
don't exist.
they're not your partner. So you can't be cheating on them. Because the time when you were doing that thing, you weren't cheating then, unless you were cheating.
I'm going to
then.
expand on this question in a bit, by the way.
So I would say no, I don't see it as
Time
cheating.
travel banging.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Mr. Wolf.
I co-sign Simple Simon.
So you don't think it's cheating if you went back into your old self?
Of course he does. He's been watching the boxing, man. That's why he's not paying no mind to what nobody's saying.
No, I am listening.
So you can go back to your
Everyone
old
needs
self
to reverse the question.
and bang one of your exes. You don't think it's cheating on the partner that you're with now, and remember it's your same consciousness now, but you've just gone back to Mr. Wolf, 21 years of age.
When you had hair.
I'm not. Yeah, when I had a full head of hair,
Yeah.
I am the actual young man. I'm not the man as I am now.
You are who you are. Your consciousness now,
Your essence goes into.
but it goes back to the
back
past.
into the young boy.
Yeah.
It's not cheating, bruv.
That's not cheating.
Chat about.
All right, so
I do it on a regular.
I'm just popping out to get some milk, love.
bro.
Oh, good night, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, he was blatantly cheating.
He was cheating.
Good night, sweetheart was the
He
ultimate
had
cheating.
2 wives.
He had 2 wives, man.
But he was jumping to different
Different time
times.
zones. Well, okay, so you're saying that it's cheating. Well, Hala's also saying that it's cheating.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's cheating. Okay, now the question is, an expansion of that question. If you could go back into time, let's say that you could go back into time, and you could actually find your partner that you're with now earlier, would you do it?
Hang on. I don't mean
No.
the question.
I definitely say no.
the question's a good question, but I'm trying to figure out. You didn't give any reason for why you'd think it's cheating if you
Because
go
it's my
It's
consciousness,
cheating.
and I know that I'm going to go sleep with another woman.
I am sleeping with another woman.
Whether or not it's a woman
I'm
I already
married.
slept with in the past, that's fine. It's like I'm revisiting a bang that I had before. That's even a disrespect to say to myself, right, I want to bang that one again. And I'm going back to go and bang it.
It's almost even worse. It's a different thing to say, let me go bang this celebrity that,
Yeah, but bearing in mind, you're going back in time, and that person 20 years ago could be in a actual relationship. So when you're sitting down with your woman 20 years from now, or
It's
20,
not my woman.
15 years in the past, let's just say that you're in a relationship then, and your woman is expecting sex from you. Are you going to say no?
Yes.
So hang on a minute.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying that it just happened, I'm not saying you woke up in the morning and suddenly you was in that person's body. You went out of your way to go back there in time to bang that
No.
one.
So
that one makes it worse.
I'm gonna go down the lines of
Gone out of your way,
of what the
then
actor
maybe
said
not.
there before. Yeah, like are you man saying that you've never you've never
The answer is yes with Stavros.
you've never thought about
I
a
don't know.
previous bang before whilst you've been in a relationship. You've never ever done that before.
Thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's exactly it's effectively the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah, you're putting yourself.
Thinking about
No, it's not.
something that's happened, because you could have a conversation. You could have a conversation with your partner and end up thinking about sex that you've had with somebody
My
else.
wife, my actual wife, not imaginary thing, can think about a good session she had with an ex, and I don't think it's cheating. I just think she's thinking about a good session she had with an ex. And as much as I might not like it if she went and told me about it, I'm happy that she's being honest. At the end of the day, she can't stop herself thinking about that good session.
So how's that different to this scenario?
Because there's a
You're
difference
going
between-
back in there.
There's a difference between you thinking that this person is a kaffa and telling them in their face and going down for 2 years. There's a difference between thinking something and
Because you're
doing it.
physically going back to do it.
But you're not physically going back. That's the point.
Yeah, but you are.
Your
You're okay.
all right, your consciousness is going back into your previous
Do you
physical
understand?
self.
Do you understand?
So it's
Can you
almost
see
like
my
a
point?
thought. It's
Okay,
almost
then
like a thought.
are all of you
you're-
happy for your women to do this? The ones that said it's not cheating, are you happy for your women to do this?
Yes.
The Sam Beckett thing. I mean, if I'm going back in time like he is, and then I find myself in my own body and I'm banging, what am I gonna stop? I ain't stopping.
No, before the bang. Before the bang.
Like you're the one that makes a choice to go back.
Yeah, I know. I mean, for me,
I don't like
I
that
don't
choice, man. That makes it.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
all right.
makes-
So you just
it
end up
makes-
in there then.
yeah, you just end
I'll
up there.
consciously
End up
take
in-
my conscience back.
That's what I'm saying. He was ready
Put
to do it
it,
every
put it
day.
in the diary.
Okay,
bro.
so let's answer Simple Simon's actual question then. Your missus, let's leave out Amara La Negra. Let's just say
Why?
that it's because not everybody's
Knows
might
who
think
she
she's the most banging woman in the world.
Go find her.
So let's say the most banging woman, as far as you're concerned, in terms of looks, to you guys, and your bedroom is going out with them. Is it cool? Do you forgive them for having impure thoughts about who they feel is the most banging woman in the world?
Yes, I forgive them.
Because you know that she's the bomb.
Yeah, and I expect them to have that thought.
This is why men get so jealous, women, by the way. If they really are into you, yeah, understand this why they're jealous, because they know people are looking at you the same way they're looking at you. They know they're thinking the same thing they thought when they first saw you. So they get so when men get very protective, yeah, on top of that, they must have like maybe low self-esteem as well. Or they think that you're just a cheating whore. But they understand that you're a good-looking woman, and that is why they are so protective. So yeah, I just want that known, because some people, women, is like, oh, it's just like this. You're so immature. You're so, you have no self-esteem. Sometimes it's just like, listen, you're banging, and I know what every man's thinking when they're looking at you.
Unless you're gay, most men will think the same as me. It's as simple as that.
Which is
Yeah, you're banging, isn't it?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
want to bang
It's
that
all
bang.
about the respect level of how long they do the stare and how long they have the thing
Yeah.
about. That's all it is.
How long is the stare?
I
though?
don't think the
What's the
bedroom
second?
should
No,
stare
look,
at any time.
if you see if my woman's good looking, I expect a man to look at her.
Yeah, but
Like a quick
staring
glance.
is
Okay,
another
stare,
thing.
whatever,
Yeah.
man. Stare, look, stare, whatever.
How
Right?
long?
A stare is the difference.
Yeah,
That's what
okay,
I'm
that's
saying.
I'm like, look, then I expect you to look.
Yes.
What I don't expect you to do is when you see me, continue to look.
See my coat. See my coat.
Yeah.
Bruv, I think it's more of a disrespect that someone continues to look when you're not there. You get me? So,
No, but no. If they don't know that I exist, I'm talking about a stranger.
oh, I thought we were talking about the
Oh, the
bedroom.
bridge. No, the bridge is a
Because your
disrespect. You
bedrooms,
just
man,
don't. You
stick with
don't.
your
Don't look
bedrooms.
at my woman apart from when you first see her.
That's
Like
what
when
I'm
you do like a proper look down the feet. My wife. Look at your feet,
fish
man.
for my wife.
Look at your feet, man. You say hello. You look her in the eye when you say hello.
You know, there's men out there that they want their bedrooms to augur their women.
Of course, there's man that always
They want their bedrooms to what?
augur their woman.
Uncle.
They'll tell you, man. If your bridges thought
There's-
your wife
there's
was
people
butters,
out
you'll be
there.
upset.
There's people out there.
If you say what?
If your bridges thought your wife was butters, you would be upset.
Would you?
I would. If people thought that my missus was actually ugly, I would be upset.
I'm not bothered, you know.
I'll be upset.
All that matters, you know.
Because I wouldn't want anybody to think that my wife is ugly.
What
Why would I want that?
That's your.
What difference
That's
does it make?
down
What do
to
they think?
you. Doesn't matter about anybody else.
But I'm saying I think people would be upset.
No, you would be upset.
You would be upset.
So you think none of you? If people was to say, if you was to say,
Not
what
say
do you
it,
think?
think
Of,
it,
what
say
do you?
it,
Okay,
think
what? Okay, but no, I'm saying
You just knew what they thought.
no. If you knew that they thought that your wife was ugly, yeah,
it's
you
alright.
you'd be alright with that.
Yeah.
Not that they weren't his type, you know. They thought she was ugly.
Listen, one of the first girl that I had like puppy love for was ugly. I knew everyone must think she ugly. I thought she was ugly. I just fell for her. so everybody else can think she's ugly. That's that.
I'll put a spell on
No,
you.
I had an emotional attachment to this woman. I went to college with her.
She were ugly though. In hindsight, now she were ugly.
Alright, she were
And-
ugly.
And you know what? We was actually calling her ugly by the standards of the way that the media sees people as ugly.
No,
She wasn't
don't,
ugly
don't
at
say,
all.
Don't talk on my behalf.
Well,
you say.
okay, if you think that she was ugly now, I think you could
what-
do with
what-
that woman
okay.
right now, and you would be quite happy
All
with
right,
her.
all right. No
She had a bit of a
argument.
nose.
That is
No
why,
argument there.
That is why we would say that he's more of a female than the rest of us.
Why?
Because that is a female trait of being able to look past someone's physical looks and
Physicalities.
deal with only the
I just like the you inside of
of
you.
you. Exactly.
When I
man, them are not that. Man, them are superficial badly. Bro.
when I first met her, I thought you're not a good looking person. That was my thing.
Her body was alright though.
Body was cool. Yeah, she had didn't have a bottom though.
I can't remember.
She was very slender woman. But anyways, eventually I grew to like her, and I had feelings for her, and that was the end of it. I had feelings for 2 dudes, but the thought that you weren't good looking never left my mind. It's just that I overlooked that because I have feelings for you with everything else.
You yourself weren't good looking, so it was like
I'm
even
not
it
ugly,
out.
but what can I do?
Even it out at the time.
I love your personality.
I like ugly women anyway.
You like them.
So hold on,
We all like ugly
does
women.
anyone else have an issue with this thing? If you knew if you thought your bedrooms thought your missus was ugly, or is it just what I like?
Ugly.
Yes, ugly, not neutral. Like shit.
not my type. Ugly.
If they
Like,
if they
Butters.
continue to express it, then it would be
They're
a
not expressing
problem.
it at all.
Oh, you just knew that. They just knew
well,
that she was
because
ugly.
because at the end of the day,
They shivered when they saw her.
Yeah, there could be a scenario
They
where
shivered when they saw her.
there could be a scenario where you're in a club or in a setting and you're with your guy and your guy sees a good-looking woman and then she may have a butters friend and then you end up chatting to the butters friend and he has already said, "Well, she's ugly. Just be my side man, innit?
Oh
You get me?
yeah.
Be my side man."
that's deep, you know.
You know what I mean?
Take one
Be
for
my
the team.
side man. You get me?
You
Just
know
take
what?
one for the team.
The man will never mention that again. Innit?
Yeah, man.
Well, that's the whole idea, innit?
Well, you told the rest of the boys, boy.
I like this. I
took
like
one
this
for the
example.
team, boy.
I
He
like
took
this
one for the
example. you know.
He took one for the team, you know what I mean? I was
And then
checking
he
this
kept taking
wicked girl, and then you find out, wow.
Oh, no, he kept giving it.
He was the coach,
That's what
boy,
I'm
at the
saying.
end.
So then your brethren says, "Yeah, man, I finished seeing this girl. She's long, blah blah blah. What happened to her friend?" And then and then your brethren says, "Well, I'm kind of still seeing her." And he's like, "What, that ugly thing?"
Oh no!
And he goes, "Yeah, it's been going on." "Oh, okay." And then you got to just leave it.
A sensible person wouldn't say the ugly thing.
Let me drop 2
Well,
things.
Sometimes it might just come out though.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me
what?
drop 2.
What?
It's a surprise, isn't it?
You might winch the face,
what?
but you would
The ugly friend?
You'd be like, "What the other one?"
The bedroom.
Nah, it would come out because
It would.
man's normally go, "What, Trina?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's how it will come out.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
the bedroom.
yeah.
But that
Yeah,
one.
that's what I say. You script your face potentially,
And then you'd be
But
like,
anyone,
okay.
any man with some decorum, you know,
okay.
any man that has a sensible watch that actually has hands instead of just digits
I know-
would not say the person say the ugly one.
This is what's funny for me because that sounds like a filter. So from you, I would expect you to say, "Yeah, bro."
There's a difference between insult. I understand. You people go on like
He understands the difference between insulting somebody and
saying if
He understands insults when it's thrown at him, but
No,
when he's
no,
throwing
no,
sent
no,
insults,
He just said
he
you
never
people.
understands.
if I'm talking about your missus, yeah, and I say I'm calling her ugly, or somebody that you're dating, I'm calling them ugly. That's going over for me. That's going over boundaries that you don't need to go into. I don't need to mention whether your woman is good looking or bad looking.
even if she is ugly.
Yeah, I don't need to mention that. If you ask me, I can tell you, but I don't need to mention that. That's something I feel that's crossing over lines that I don't think is necessary to cross
That's
as
when
your
you're
bedroom.
in a relationship.
Keep
But
it-
maybe
told
when
you
you're just dating, I think it may be.
I don't need
okay
to
say
say
that.
I don't
Argue over
need-
topic. That's why your bitch ugly.
Well, you want to save it for them occasions, man.
Yeah, if you say it for them occasions, definitely fire, innit?
Just a quick thing. The South American goddess is currently casting for someone to be a love interest in her video. And that's men across the globe. So
What's-
anybody
who?
wants to be in her video.
Who's that?
Amanda Negra.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. Yeah.
Amanda, I was there first. Nia, when I see
ya,
her,
I'm alone.
Yeah.
God
I
damn
know
it.
a couple of guys that will do well for that.
But the other question I was going to ask, has anybody taken one for the team?
What do you mean?
As in, seen the ugly chick and said, right, I'm going to back you.
I've taken one, but there was no team. I just took it.
I was about to say the same thing as Stan, boy.
I just took it.
There was no team. I don't know what.
I was going through some stuff, boy. Let me tell you how deep it was. Let me tell you how deep this one was.
There
Yeah.
was no reason. You know when them man's run on the football field. Like there's no reason for you to be on the field.
Let me tell you how deep this one was. Yeah. Let me tell you how deep this one was. So, I had a girl.
Can we just establish? He started off with so. I had a girl. Wait a minute.
I broke up with said girl. Right. I broke up with said girl. End up doing rebound sex with other girl. Yeah.
2 years ago.
2-2s now.
Right, our life has been fantastic, you know, bro.
2-2 now.
Didn't know you had me afraid.
I don't know if we did actually kind of get back with other girl, but kind of ended up going back to the old girl doing whatever. So we was being truthful all the times, and she hadn't already met the rebound girl.
Yeah.
So I said to her, she said, "What did you do when me and you had broken up or whatever?"
Trina.
And I told her, that's almost like I said, "Oh, you know, I did something with somebody. Do I know them? You've met them before. Who is it?" Said it was. The girl started laughing. The girl laughed at me, and I
Oh
said,
my
"You're taking a
God.
piss, boy."
And she laughed at her
funny.
because she was crackers.
Caracas.
All right, let me ask this question.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know what's so funny?
What's that?
I remember that shit, bro.
Bruv, it's an old times, man. Big up the girl because she was a nice girl, but she was rude though. She was. I still got beef with her, but still. Because she lied on me, man. I don't like girls that lie on man.
Carrying 25-year beef.
Nah, she lied on me, bruv. She lied on me. There was times when I was walking into raves and I was getting daggers from other girls because of lies, bruv.
Wow.
Because she had told them I told her this and I promised her that. When I didn't tell her none of that stuff, I was very honest with her. Like, this is how it goes down.
Oh
This
my
what's gonna
god!
happen.
Oh, but when it happened to me,
He promised me the world.
but when it happened to me,
What? No, your one was different, bruv. No, nobody said that. Who are you talking about, by the way?
I'm talking about. In fact, let's just move on. Let me ask this question.
I'm talking about
Now
Anyway.
you think of the most nonsensical, like in not in a circle, but somebody you know, someone maybe we all know, but just some stupid, idiotic, smelly, dunce, retarded, like, and you meet a girl, and she tells you, "Oh yeah, I used to link this dude."
Ooh.
Does that put you off this girl? She everything, you know, the normal disclaimer. Everything about her is nice. She's good looking. She smells good.
Yeah, yeah,
we've gone there
She have a
before,
job.
haven't
It does put me off.
No, this question. She has linked, you know, so not,
think
it
I
wasn't
spoke
a
about
one bag.
It does put me off.
Oh man, it's annoying.
Push you off, or if she dated a stupid person?
Yeah, you know why?
Not just stupid, just like somebody that irks your soul. Everybody knows this person, and it's like him.
I'm ignorant enough to feel like it might be contagious. So because he's touched her, if I touch her too, I might end up like him, and I get scared.
I don't care.
That's what happens.
I don't care.
It shows something about you.
So
I'm just thinking.
if it shows something about you, you're still who you are now, innit? So I'm still dating who you are now, innit? So what's
Well,
the
it
difference?
shows something about them. If you are silly enough to get with that type of person, should I really go out with somebody that silly?
Well, you've done it now, innit? So
It's-
what's the
it's
difference?
like-
Are people not allowed to make mistakes in
Yeah,
their life?
I don't get it, man. I don't
If she
understand
knows she
the
made a
big-
mistake, it makes a difference.
Yeah, if the person said to you, "Oh, you know that person is dumb, and I wouldn't have done it again," then what's the big deal?
That makes a difference. That
That was the weirdest question. But anyway, go on.
No, because it came out because the thing about he goes back to a woman. He says, "Who have we done stuff with? This woman," and they're laughing. Another part of that laughing could be that, wow, you really went there.
That cut me.
Like, is like, is it like the way you look at that person? Is that how you look at me?
He cut me.
That's the answer. Is that the type of person? Is that the quality that you go for?
You start, you know when them times you start defending your bang, like, oh, she was all right, man. She was all right.
To the girl you're with, you know.
You don't know like I do.
You don't know it like I do.
Oh, this is wild.
Simple. You don't answer the question
What was that?
about like, Amara. Would you forgive your bedrooms for having impure thoughts?
Bruv, like, the thing is, you're supposed to, innit? That's just how the formula works. You are actually supposed to have them in proper thoughts. But the fact that you're actually having them is partly problematic as well. Because I know that you people are disgusting blacks as well. So some of the things that you're going to be thinking, I'm going to be thinking, are you thinking them? Do you know what I mean? And then I'm going to be like, bruv, it's hard, man. I don't know.
What if your brethren said to you, you know what, I wish I was you, you know?
Oh, shit.
What happens then? You feel bad about that?
It's similar. It's a similar kind of
He's
thing.
already, when he says that to you, he's already told you, I've made your woman so many ways.
In his-
So
in his
many
mind.
ways in my mind.
So many ways.
That's the,
I wish I could be you.
if you trust your bedroom.
If you ask for a threesome with your woman, I'd agree.
Sometimes. What would you do if you and your woman was having a discussion about
Oh, hell
sex?
no.
And they did,
Oh, hell
and a
no.
threesome did come up, and they said they wanted one of your brethren. What would you do?
Oh, hell no.
Wow.
That would be a problem, man.
What if she offered out one of her brethren?
It would still be a problem.
If she said, I want to have threesome, but I'm only going to do it with one of my own friends.
Do you get to choose the friend?
No,
Is your friend Amara?
no, they choose the friend. They choose the friend.
Oh, they might choose the Butters friend.
Yeah, but her friend might be a guy.
No, scale.
Alright.
But they choose the
Why would you
friend.
do that?
They said they're gonna choose the friend, but it has to be one of my friends. No one else. Are you going through with it?
It just sounds like a Jerry Springer moment, man. I'm not involved.
I've already done it.
It's a
One of us, definitely. I think you might have told this one.
I
still.
wish I was you. Sometimes.
Did it change the relationship though?
Was the relationship even still running? Well.
It wasn't a relationship like that in that sense.
Well, then that's different.
I'm sure-
if it's a casual thing, I'll do it.
It wasn't like a casual thing, but it wasn't a relation. Oh man.
I'm sure we asked this question
What is
before.
it? A situationship?
A situationship.
Yeah, that's a term, isn't it?
that's it.
I would say it was.
A situationship. Then I'm banging.
I don't even know if it was that. I would say it was.
You're linking.
Can I answer for you?
Go on, let me hear.
I would say it was a legacy relationship.
Ooh,
So the relationship was kind of done, but there's a legacy part to it, so it hadn't finished properly.
There was a tail to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had ended, but it hadn't ended.
This is when you know
So
this dude is in software.
so
He's
you know-
talking about legacies.
No, so like, like you got the end of the book, and then you got is it epilogue at the end?
Addendum.
No,
epilogue.
epilogue, epilogue at the end where there's like more to it. There's
Yeah.
like where they make describes. That was the epilogue.
Question. Within this threesome, who did you show more attention to?
I was very conscious of that, and I did very well to show more attention to, not the friend.
Sometimes I wouldn't do
Did
it.
you
Did
want
the friend
to
show
show-
attention to you?
In that situation, I would have
Did you want to show more attention to the friend?
I would have looked
to
that one in
your
the eye
girl?
as well.
Did I want to?
Yeah. Or was her friend banging?
Yeah, who was better looking out of the two?
Oh no, she was better looking.
The friend?
No, the girl at the time.
She might
Is
have
it
done
someone
that
I know?
intentionally.
No, yeah, yes.
Who's someone?
Well,
The girl or the
the
other?
girl, no, the first girl.
The girl, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is first times.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Do I know?
do I
No.
know?
I don't know if you're thinking about the same girl.
Because it's only one. There's only.
Have you done it more than once?
No, just the once.
Do I know the girl?
Yeah.
Do I know both of the girls?
Let's talk about this off the podcast. So.
Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. And do you want to show this Heineken advert, or are you still watching the box?
He's done the Heineken advert.
Yeah,
You watched it.
I've watched it.
Did you both of you watch it then?
I've seen it already.
Is it you that said you ain't watch it?
I've seen it.
Also, we've all seen the Heineken
Yeah, we've
advert.
seen
So
it,
the
yeah.
Heineken advert, I'll give you a quick explanation. What's the title for it? Like go past or slide or what is it? What's because
Lighter the better or something.
Sometimes
Lighter
better.
Sometimes lighter is.
Sometimes lighter is better.
Okay, sometimes lighter is better. It's Heineken advert for Heineken Light. Hence the tagline. Sometimes lighter is better. Now there's a series of these adverts. They're video adverts, and what happens is you see a man at the bar, the bartender. He gets his binoculars out. He sees somebody down the end of the bar, and he slides a Heineken Light down the bar, and it passes X, Y, and Z, and then it comes to A, ding, 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 and then the person picks up the beer, starts drinking it, and then the tagline. Sometimes lighter is better.
Can I just add, when he looks down the bar,
Whoa. No. Don't. None of the people. Don't mention any of the people. You got to let him land.
all right, land.
Go on.
Okay. So there are different variations of this. Exactly the same advert though.
Mm-hmm.
Same dude, same bar, same binoculars, but it's always someone different at the end of the bar, and it always passes a various bunch of different people. Now, in the one that is now described to be racist, who's the rapper? The one with that has the hat with the free. He's independent. The youngster.
I can't remember.
Okay, whatever. He's now claimed that it's a racist advert. Heineken have stricken it.
Which
from
one? The
market.
one from Chicago?
Yeah.
It's in
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper made a uproar of it on his social media. He's like, sometimes these people basically saying what we've said in the past. It's like they're going out their way to do racist things just for popularity.
Yeah.
And anyway, they slacked it off. Yes, big up North London Police. All right. In this variation of this advert, binoculars come out, sees a light skinned girl down the end of the bar, slides the juice down the bar, passes one beautiful dark woman. Passes two beautiful dark women. The light woman picks up the thing. Sometimes lighter is better.
Jesus.
Now, what do you guys think? Taking into account, there were about 4 of these adverts, and all the other ones, just past various different people, different situations, men, women, blah 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 blah. But this situation,
Please
it
understand
happened,
this was in the Caribbean as well.
and it passed. It wasn't two brown women; they were dark women.
It was done intentionally. It was done on purpose.
You think it was done on purpose?
Of course it
Of
was.
course, it was done on purpose.
It was done on purpose.
What about all the others?
Very insensitive, and it's just what they tend to do. And then afterwards, they'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I'm a Heineken representative, and I would like to point out that we have 3 other adverts with the same strapline and the exact same plot going through the adverts.
But
Why would you
this
count this
one
one as being
in
racist?
particular-
Why would you do that advert if you've done 2 others or 3 others?
Because it's one of a series. We just wanted to have different people receiving the beer.
So
So it just so
why
happens you
did
chose a
not
light skinned
have-
person over dark skinned people.
Why did you not
But
have
we
a dark
had
skinned
we had a dark
person?
skinned person pick it up in one of the other adverts. We had a man pick it up in one of the adverts. We had a large person. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is.
You had
here.
a dark skinned person pick up on one.
Maybe I
of them.
didn't,
You
but it doesn't. But it
That's
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
saying.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we had various different people pick up the bear.
But you didn't
What
have
are
a
you
dark
talking
skinned
about?
person pick up
What
the
are you
beer.
talking about, you black people? Why are you always
Catfish.
complaining?
For the record, Heineken apologized. You get me? They came out with a statement and they apologized.
And
so.
It
the sales of our
was
beers
such-
went up 312%. Fantastic.
Such a wet apology as well.
Yeah, but that's what they do. It's almost as if they write the statement before the whole thing happens because they know what's going to happen.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
the way.
So you
I
all
see
think that it was not on purpose?
It was a racially motivated advert.
I would go as far as to say the diversity in the different types of the advert of that format.
it. Phlegm.
Yeah, shush. The diversity of the advert in that different format would have been possibly for different demographics. So those would have been played in different states in America, for example, where the relevance of each of the things resonates with that state. So in that sense, they wouldn't have expected everybody to see all of it. It's just that no one watches TV like that anymore. Everyone does everything online now. So the only way you would see all of them is if you went on purposely look for them.
Are you saying that they were segmenting where they're going to play these adverts? I'm sure they just send them out there, innit? Just the HBO got it. Well, HBO's not the right. ABC got the adverts, and that's it. They'll just there's all four of them. You put them out
Some of
whenever.
them they do territories. They send it to certain territories.
But you're assuming they do that though with this.
Well, it looks like, to me, it just seems like an A/B test, ABC test, where you put out a number of variants of the same concept, it's slightly packaged differently, see what the audience comes back and shows you is the most popular in whatever area, and then you can basically break down a chart of which advert works for which demographic, and then only pump that one. So you're optimizing.
So you don't think it was racist then, on purpose?
I don't.
You just think that it just happened to be one of the various.
It's one of the variety, yeah. So on its own, it's racist, but as a member of the collective, I don't think so. I think it actually done what it was supposed to do, which is incite some level of what they call
Conversation?
not conversation, but interaction. What do they call it in impressions? Yeah, in the number of impressions. I think it was just due to that.
All right then. Let's just go through the last things very quickly. We'll do a quick thing.
What time is it, man?
How long we been recording?
We've been recording. It says 1 hour 54. Take away 9 minutes from there.
Exactly,
Done,
man.
man.
So you lot don't want to talk about the DV?
I want to watch the boxes, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather go.
Oh, I'm still calling my missus then. All right, so
Talk about the DV.
Yeah, because Fabulous did a foolishness, man. Madness. He beat
that
up
was
his
nonsense.
He beat up his woman,
Knock out her teeth.
and a lot of people online are still supporting Fabulous because they like him. Basically,
Yes.
he beat up his woman, threatened to shoot the husband. I mean, the dad,
Unmute
the
this,
dad and
please.
the brother.
the dad and the brother, and was basically saying that they were. What's going on?
Hello.
Yo.
Jesus Christ, man, just cut me up.
Yeah, because you don't want to talk about it. Hello, wife. You're on. You're being recorded on the podcast. Yeah.
US.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I got a question for you. All right. Do you remember Quantum Leap?
Very vaguely.
Okay. All right. Now I'll just break it down to you. If I could jump back in time into my own body,
Mm.
and have sex with
Yeah.
somebody that I have had sex with in the past, is that cheating on you?
No.
Boy, you just got past, bro.
This is what I tell you. I love a
just
woman.
got a pass.
Because what I said was the question was asked,
I said it wasn't cheating. as well.
and before, because afterwards I said it was cheating. So we're gonna have a conversation about what you were doing in the past when we get home. Anyways, so I said that the first woman, the woman that took my virginity, the bang was rubbish. I gave her a rubbish bang, and I said that if I could go back in time, now with my prowess, as you know, bang, 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 bang. Don't laugh too much, man. I don't want these people getting the wrong idea. Anyway. So,
you're a funny guy.
that weren't an appeasing
she
laugh.
is coughing, you know, like, what is this man lying to these people? All right.
No, that's not why. No.
Oh, is baby there?
It's yeah, she's still there.
Oh, she's,
Yeah.
yay!
She said, "Daddy, you
yeah.
prowess, you know." She said, "Please, I'm too small."
She's gonna hear this in a few years' time. Don't worry, baby. Daddy's just talking to mommy. we having private
We were just
conversations.
playing.
So, yeah, I said before it was brought up, hold on, this might be cheating. I said I would go back and deliver the thing properly, and then Wahala brought up, isn't that cheating? So I just said I need to ask you myself, like what you would think, and you're saying that
No.
what? It's not cheating.
I don't. I don't. If you were going back in time to your former self,
Eh?
no, it's not cheating because your former self. You weren't married at that time, were you?
I
No,
wasn't
no, no,
married.
no,
I've
no,
ne-
but he's
never
married
even
now,
met you.
though.
Yeah,
In
but
his brain, he's still married. He's still him as he is now, you know, as a human being.
it's not
He's just gone back
It's
into
not,
time.
it's not the physical that goes back. Let's just say the consciousness goes back. Let's say that.
two-
So he knows of you. He knows of you and your loving child. See it there. See, I changed it.
My first
Cock
instinct
blocker.
is to say no, you're not cheating. But I suppose if you're gonna break it down all those other bits and pieces, then possibly I can see why someone would say, but no. My first instinct is no.
All right.
Maybe I misunderstood the question. But
What
yeah.
would you do it?
Would I do it?
Yeah. Is there somebody in your past that you would go back and let them deliver the thing?
Wow.
No, I'll go back and reverse so I never have to see them again. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to deliver the thing.
I think a lot of women would do that as well. They'll go back
reverse.
and say that they don't
Yeah,
want to
they'll
see
cut.
them.
They'll cut their numbers.
Yeah, they'll
there's-
cut. Yeah,
Man
Yeah.
won't cut their numbers.
Yeah.
Man will double their
Some
numbers, and
women
women
have.
will cut the
See what I'm
numbers.
saying?
Oh,
So
no,
that's
sorry.
that's the first thing that I'm doing. Going straight to do. I'm not trying to go back and correct the way that I had laid out before. That's life, isn't it? You learn from your experiences. What I want to do is I want to know. I want to make sure I never ever met you in life. That's what I'm interested in.
She said you, by the way.
Not you. Don't get excited.
All right. Okay, babes.
All right.
And bye, baby. Am I loudspeaker?
Say bye. Oh, she's gone entertaining herself now.
All right,
Bye,
all right,
ladies.
cool. All right,
Oh,
later,
here we
people.
go. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye. All right, bye.
Bye. All right. See you later, babes. All right. So that was wife. Now we can end, or unless you want to talk about DV.
No, I just think Fabulous was a madness. Knocked out the woman's 2 teeth.
Front teeth, just
Two
because
front
he had his own chipped teeth, he wants to knock somebody else's
And
teeth
this
out.
man has constantly, I don't know what she did. Apparently she was in the same city as him or something, and he found out on Instagram.
It must be more than that, man.
I don't care what she done. Do you know how many times this man has cheated on her? If you
Has
watch,
he?
like, yes, bruv. He ain't
She's
showing
in
this
Love and
woman
Hip Hop,
no
innit?
respect, boy. She used to be in Love and Hip Hop, and he just the way that things was going on, he was just not showing this woman any respect. And he's been with her for like 21 years or something like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was looking at it, if somebody said to me Fabulous was beating his woman, I would have think to myself, well, what's the point? I thought he just cheats on her. I didn't think there would be any need for him to beat her. He would just do because he seems to be doing what he's doing. But this just sounded like, well, madness what he did to her, man. I don't know, man. What I don't understand is why people are still trying to defend, man. I just don't get it.
I mean, men find a lot of things a disrespect because from what I read and how the story went down, he went to, where did he go? LA or somewhere, or went to Miami, and he found out that his wife was in Miami at the same time, and she didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah, or something like that. man.
Yeah, and then he got vexed at that, and then she called the father and the brother because he said, right, when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
And then she called the father and the brother just for backing to like be
No.
there.
She called them to come and get the guns at the
Yeah,
house.
to get the guns at the house, so
That's
he doesn't
madness.
do anything too extreme.
Hold on. So they have a house there. So
No.
No, when they came back home,
When they came back to New York
go to New York
or New Jersey,
and
whatever
take or go to my house
So
and
the
take
wife-
the guns out of the
yeah, the
house
wife
because
called
I'm
them-
afraid that the husband is going to shoot me.
yes, or whatever.
or something will
47.
escalate. So yeah,
So are we saying feed him to the lions then? Yeah.
Boy, Fabulous is one of my favorite rappers, and I have to now say fuck Fab. These people that I like are just messing things up with their lives, man.
he's no longer FABOLOUS.
He's just FF.
Fuck
Fab.
Fuck Fab.
Hashtag FF.
It's mad. I don't understand why people are going out there beating their women like this. It's crazy. How can you beat the woman so badly that she loses 2 of her front teeth?
But is that a question of when you have that much fame and celebrity, you just forget everything else and think you're above the law and above?
No, I just think some men are violent. There's
No,
many
why-
are broke
yeah,
men
why-
that are just violent human beings.
Exactly. Why does it have to be the fame? Why can't it just be that that's the person that they are?
Might be a bit of both.
Fame doesn't build character; it reveals character.
So here's the problem we
Mm.
have.
Same with money or power. It doesn't change you. It just shows once you have the
Who you
opportunity
are.
to do what you can do, without no upcoments.
Yeah, you think
Come up and
you know
even-
you
just
know
do-
you're gonna
you just
get
do
away
it.
with it.
Yeah, you just
That's
do
well
it.
put. That's well put.
So,
That's not my term actually. I stole that from somebody else.
No, but it's still.
I'm just gonna say it. This,
so has he been doing it again? Now you start
yeah,
asking
he knows.
questions.
He knows he's been doing it for a while. For her to know what she needs to do and the situation of what it is, she's been doing it for a while. And I feel sorry for her
It's
that
even
she has
more
to
deep.
be going through all of this. And just fuck Fab, man. I did not.
Hashtag
Fuck
fuck Fab.
But anyway, let's leave on that note. unless people really want to go into it.
Was there something you wanted to say? Are we gonna watch football here? Are we in the boxing here before?
I'm going to find my wife.
Okay. Just quick. Who's gonna win the boxing? We're watching this just before the boxing starts, and I want to know. I want it on tape.
AJ
AJ's gonna win. Big said Big Wahala. I don't even know who the other person is.
Parker.
Okay, Parker. I don't know these people. I don't know boxing. Come on, Wolf. You're the boxing person.
I
Don't do the
think-
long thing earlier.
I
Just
think
do
it'll
quick.
go minimum 10 rounds, and AJ will either knock him out or it'll go to points. AJ win.
AJ for the knockdown.
knockout and simple.
Rematch.
What's that mean?
So
Who's gonna win the fight?
no, like no one has to win. They could draw.
So it's a
points,
draw
innit?
then.
So you think it's gonna be a draw?
Draw rematch.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Draw. You know how much money you'll get for that? Put a $5 down, bro.
Stavros is going to pick
Yeah, but that's who he
AJ
knows.
because he's a Nigerian brother. I have no idea about none of these boxers. I don't know none. So let's do our church notes and our social medias. Let's start off with the one that wants to go home the earliest. Big Wahala.
Yo, at Big Wahala on Insta, at Big Wahala on Twitter. Fat Watch, I'm 119, bitches. So I got in the low of the 120 in it. Done. So I'll try 115 now, something like that.
So Fat Watch it has been smashed.
Innit, where's my
Yeah, this was meant to be. I even bought the sound effects thing and I didn't get a chance to.
But yeah, done, dusted. Got below the 120 I wanted to get to. So that's 12 kilos I dropped. That's almost 2 stone.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
In how many weeks?
About 6-7 weeks or something.
Congratulations, we're very
Yeah.
proud of you. You look very good right now in your
Don't stop,
new
don't stop.
tracksuit.
Hey,
You
write
know,
a book,
and his
man.
fresh trim.
Write
You
a book. Get a DVD out. You become the next.
People are not built to do what he's doing to lose his weight. Anyone could lose the weight if you're doing what he's doing, but they don't do it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to make a DVD out of it.
Just
Innit?
make money, man.
I just think it's just, you just have to decide to do it and just do it, man.
Dedication.
Yeah, it's only Mr. Wolf said it the other day, and I was shocked when he said it. He's like, "You're the type of person that's dedicated to do this type of thing." I never think I was that type of thing. I do it when I want to, but I don't think I'm that dedicated.
I just know
to
my
this.
brother. He'll put it back on in a few years, in a few months' time.
You see how he believes he has no faith in
No,
me.
it's not about faith.
Your
For
fat self.
you have lost the weight for a reason. I don't know what the reason
There
is.
is no reason. I just decided that I'll put on too much weight. Let me lose the weight.
It's not the first time you've decided this. This is my point. And it's not when you decided to lose weight before you lost the weight, and then what happened? You put it back on again. Once you stop.
So I did it because I've done it once before. I'm now going to forever do it for the rest of my
No,
life.
Just go
I'm just
for
saying,
115, bro.
I think that there's a
There's a
£20
pattern
you
with
can't
you.
do
That's
it.
what he's saying.
Okay,
There's
you
a
know,
And
routine
I've only
with
ever
you.
done it once, you know, but it's a pattern now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't
Your
mean it. I
triangle
didn't mean
breast.
it in a bad way. I didn't mean it in a bad way. So if you're taking it missing,
Pyramid
I'm the
breast.
sensitive one. All I'm talking about is voicing my opinion. But anyways, that actor, do you want to say your church notes? Goodbyes.
It's your boy, the actor on Twitter, the actor on Instagram. Check out Offload Magazine. You will see interviews from cast and crew from COT, COTT, Cars on the Table film coming out soon.
I might watch a film tonight. Guess who's in it?
What film are you going to watch tonight?
Maybe I might watch Ready Player One. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Big up that film. Bad boy film.
Is it good, yeah?
Bad boy film.
Read the book because apparently it's changed differently from the book. I
I'll
want to
read
know
the
now.
book now. Oh yeah, just to say, okay, we'll talk about it another time. Go on.
Simple Simon.
Yes, at Simple Simon FB on Twitter. That is a right about it. My book hasn't come yet, so I can't talk about it.
If it sounds nice and crispy, it's because Simple Simon's engineering and producing. Well, I produce actually, but engineering and editing this week. So when it's nice and crispy, it's because of him and his wonderful Mac. Yes, Mr. Wolf.
You can catch me on Instagram,
You
aka
can catch me in the
aka Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Insta, aka _Mr. Wolf. And I will ask people. I watched in fact, I'll tell people. I watched the program on Sky One the other day. It's Idris Elba's new program called In the Long Run, and it's pretty good.
Yeah?
You know, it's the first episode I watched. I'm gonna
You can
give
watch.
it
You
a
can
go.
watch all
of them.
episodes.
6 or 8 episodes.
Yeah, and it's about him and his upbringing. So he has a father who's from Sierra Leone.
in the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, and his
the
mum
80s.
is from Ghana, and he plays his dad, obviously.
Is it a comedy? Yeah.
It's a comedy, and it's not bad. I watched it with my little man, my little big man now, and we laughed a few times. It's not bad. I'm just hoping that as the episodes go on, the ones that we watch, it just
The first one's usually the hardest.
yeah,
isn't it?
it's like a slow burner. I hope it's a slow burner because it wasn't bad.
I watched Molly's Game actually recently. It's got this show in it, and that's a really good film. One of my favorite writers. Whatever his name is. Anyway, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss everywhere. Every week I have a segment and it's called Stavros Says. And in this Says section, I recommend something. And this week I am recommending I am now classing as my favorite restaurant, the Meat Company or the Meat Co. Now there is only one in the UK that I know of, and that is in Westfield, West London. But there are various ones in other countries. I think there's a couple in Dubai, Abu Dhabi. There might be one in South Africa as well. But check out the website. It's called The Meat Co. So you can go to themeatco.com. It's not cheap, but the food is fantastic. The service is good, and I just love it. I actually had 12 trays of stuff I took home with me, and I ate well twice. Very good restaurant. So take somebody that you care for if you can afford to do it.
Are you saying it's value for money?
Yeah, it's expensive, but it's good. And one day we will have to go there and spend our £70 per head or whatever it is, and enjoy ourselves. Who's winning?
It's two white people. I don't even know who it is, but one man just knocked the man's clean off his head. But they're still fighting.
It's two white people.
All right. Okay. Thank you for listening to episode 66 of season 2 of the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. You can catch us all collectively at ESN Podcast on your social medias. That is Instagram and Twitter. Search for Eloquently Saying Nothing on Facebook. And if you want to send us an email, it's at esnpodcast@gmail.com. Sorry, it's esnpodcast@gmail.com. Also, rate and review us. Go into iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Please rate and review us. Send us up this ladder. We are the original urban / black podcast from the UK, and we want to be up there, known as the first, and we are the best. And if you think we are the best, then give us a 5-star rating and let everybody else know. Thank you for listening in. We are going now to watch the boxing. I hope you enjoyed your life, and you are blessed the same way we are blessed. Peace.
And remember, if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Slag for life. Praise God. Praise God. Give us your money. Give us your money. We want your money. And we want your children. And we want your women. Send your women in my direction. I'll take them. And I'll go back into the town and bang them because my woman said it was all right.